Okay. Yes, we are now live. I do believe we are. Just turn this thing on. Yes, yes. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Atma. Y'all already know.
How's it poppin'?
How's it poppin', everyone? Let's see. I actually realized that my stream link on YouTube was like all kinds of messed up. It kept making new stream variable links or stream keys for me. I don't understand why. But I'm gonna change / fix that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it before I actually post a link. I'm gonna just go to my YouTube right fast. I'm gonna go to my YouTube right fast, and I'm gonna grab this live link, and I think this should be my default link. If it's not, I'm not sure, because this generates a new link for me every time. I'm not entirely sure, but you know what? Live, okay. This should be a way that I can just kind of go and see, right? Something like this. I could do /live maybe. Ah, that does work. In that case, if that does redirect, I'm just gonna grab this link and I'm just gonna go ahead and post that over here on my Stream Deck, sorry, not Steam Deck. The hell. I always get those two mixed up for some reason. Yeah, that song's hot, bro. Man, that bass, sexy, dude. All right, let's see if that actually does work, because that just takes me to an old ass stream. Man, this whole fucking time. Okay, I had a feeling. I was like, dude, what is with this? Like, why are there so many variable links being created? I was like, oh, I get it now. Stupid things you learn as you go along, huh? Now I shall post this, and it shall be correct now. So that's the good thing about all this, is that I should not have any more messed up links. It should just redirect straight through to the live page. Yeah, so anyway, here we are, today's episode of the 100 line, the lucky number 13. And we're just going to enjoy a fresh playthrough here. Let me just post this in general. There we go. I see a couple people are just chilling, like a conversation there. All right, cool. My lives are both up. I should really consider at some point doing like a live, going live for like Instagram or like TikTok or something, just to see if I could get more people involved, you know. That might also bring its own share of problems too. Maybe some people that spoil and stuff like that, people that aren't as principled. I don't know, but for sure, definitely want to try that. Anyway, here we are. Let's go over. Let's do our nice little minute-long review and such. Minute to 2 minutes tops of what happened last time. I am incredibly tired, but I'm gonna do my damnedest, bro. Like, you don't understand the level of exhaustion that I have. Only through a trickery of the mind could I be here in front of you right now doing this episode, because otherwise I am like, at any moment my head could hit this table and collapse. Like, I've done that before. But last time, see if I can remember. Days 46 and below. before. I think we were attacked. We were able to have Showmax come to our rescue. He helped us out in the battle, the invasion. And from that, I believe that there was some mutual respect between Shoma and Kurara, who more or less came around, and they had to kind of accept our demands, because otherwise, what's the whole point of this? She thought that we would forget. We did not. So come accede to our demands or be gone with thee. It's basically kind of what who was it? It was Gaku who was more or less stating this, like, hey, make them pay, you know. But Shoma took it as an opportunity to be the better man and just asked for us to all become friends and get along, which is certainly not something I would do. I'd make him eat shit, but that's just me personally. I'm pretty spiteful when it comes to it. Like, it depends on what it is. Like, there's some things I will let go, and there's some things that I won't. Like, they are kids, so I would actually take that into consideration if I were in that situation. But if these were grown adults doing something like this, I'd totally just make them eat shit. But that being said, I think what we were doing next was, yeah, I think they told us about World Death. I think it's called World Death or World End or something like that. They spoke to us about that, and because of that, now we understand that there's some true crazy stuff going on. But I still believe that they are actually a bit brainwashed by the higher ups. We know that there might be some kind of governmental body that's behind this. There's been no real allusions to that yet, but I think the implication is that someone is pulling the strings and they are causing this mass battle through some method or another. Now, my theory from last time is that I believe that we are actually not on the planet that they say we are. I mean, they mentioned Earth, but I actually do believe that we're on a different planet. Maybe we're actually on the moon, or maybe we're not. Maybe we're instead, you know, in some kind of like geostationary like belt or something like that, and we're just waiting for some kind of like cosmic occurrence. Who knows? I mean, it could literally be anything at this point. So we're just gonna find out what's going on through time. I mean, we're actually on day 47, almost halfway through the entire story. At least the supposed story. I'm not sure exactly how far we really are, but like, because I don't know if there could be more than 100 days, for example. Is the 100 days just the limit to where in which we're here? Can the story go beyond the 100 days? Say, for example, like there's like another week or another year fighting that we are just not privy to, or could there be more? Like maybe this is just a bunch more explanation, a bunch more exposition, things of that nature. I saw her. So Nozomi, good morning. Takumi, on your way to the cafeteria. Yeah, hey, and thanks to, I shouldn't have talked to her. Dang it, dude. Thanks for telling us all that stuff yesterday. I'm sorry it took us so long. I just wish we knew more about World Death. Nigo never went into much details with us. We do it because we do know it caused a lot of natural disasters, but could the Undying Flames be a side effect of it too? That is a very good question. I'm not actually sure what the deal with the Undying Flames is. I imagine it's just some kind of cool system that, like, well, I still think there's might be like a bit of like, you know, virtualization going on here. Like maybe this isn't really the real world. Maybe since Shoma's remembering us being in like some kind of incubation chamber or whatever the heck you want to call it, I don't know, or maybe not incubation, that might be a strong word here, but since we're actually like in a hospital or something, maybe we're all sharing this dream, and maybe that's the whole firewall of that system. I don't know. I'm thinking of Danganronpa 2 here. But anyway, maybe they're effective at keeping the invaders out because they came from the same source. But that's just speculation on my part. I don't know what she means by that. I still don't trust Nozomi. I think she's one of the people I trust the least in this. I'm going to just say killing game, because that's what I think this is going to devolve into. I mean, it's the Danganronpa creators. Yeah, I can't imagine. I know that they're trying to. What? This is a new pose. I haven't seen that one. I know that they're trying to tell us that this is kind of like a different aspect of the Danganronpa series, like in the sense that like it's not really a killing game. I still think it's going to become a killing game, and we see examples of this early on with Sirei and potentially even Hiroku being a potential not suspect, a victim of the killing game. There's people doing killings in this area here in this place. Anyway, Nozomi might not be as cautious around me as he used to be, but there's still a sense of distance between us. I don't think we're at the stage where I can start asking her about Kaoru and parallel universes just yet. Well, I think you could probably ask her about parallel universes. I mean, just don't bring up Kaoru, man. I mean, just, I don't know. This guy he wants to bring up Kaoru so badly. I don't understand his obsession with this. Like, it's like all he can think about is Kaoru. I just don't understand it. The guy has one thing on his mind at all times. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't think he's ever really thought about his mother even. Like, and that's disappointing to me because, like, bro, you don't care about the rest of your family? Anyway, the cafeteria was more full than I'd seen it in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters, they were all there. Sure, it's busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. Almost like we're a real class. No offense, but if I had to go to school with these weirdos, I'd never make it to graduation. Why, is it because you'd have so much fun with them? Don't worry, Gaku, you're less of a classmate, more like a slave who happened to come in through the wrong door. What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds? I don't know. I think we'd make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Oh boy, here we go. She's trying to be like, I don't know what she's trying to do, and I don't like it, and I don't trust this. Now it's time for her to spring her trap. I'm privy and I'm wary. Yeah, maybe. Just when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Nozomi, I dream about Kaoru, and now I'm uncomfortable all over again. This protagonist kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. We learned a lot about World Death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes, we can always train a little later, and it's worth it to get taught to everyone. Really? That's interesting. Breaking protocol. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks. What? Oh no, not whatever vapid inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Aotsuki. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotten fruit and armpit sweat. Ugh, that doesn't sound too good. You know what's funny? Sweat doesn't actually have a smell. Yeah, it's true. It does not have a smell. The thing people are smelling when people sweat is the mixture of bacteria with the sweat. This is what produces the smell. But it's not because of sweat necessarily. It's because of the bacteria. Anyway, hey, that's my curry you're talking about. You're going to ruin everyone's first impression of it. You know, I heard something really funny today. I had a coworker that mentioned that he loves like blue cheese or whatever, and I'm not really the biggest blue cheese fan. I've had it a few times. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's not my kind of cheese, but it's a cheese. And he says the stinkier the better, the more like, you know, mushroom, fungi, whatever the heck you want to call it, the more black spots, the better it tastes. I'm like, oh, all right, that's certainly an opinion, you know. But yeah, interesting stuff. He told me a really interesting story about his like how he got into it with like his teacher in the 8th grade or whatever. Anyway, wait, you made more curry? Well, you look so pathetic when you say how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself. Did you make enough for the whole class? I mean, huh? Wait here, I'll go get it. Kurara skipped away and skipped? I skipped to my loom, my darling? That kind of skipping? Kurara skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku. It's poisoned. Oh man, that actually looks mad good. Shh, damn, Kurara got... Yo. You know, Kurara, you might actually be alright in my books. you might have been a bitch as a start, but you know what? If you can make food like this every now and again, you know, I might just tolerate you. I might just tolerate your antics. Anyway, prepare your taste buds for the ride of their life, courtesy of the Uzuzuki family recipe. I expect you to eat it all, even the plate. Well, no, let's back it up a bit. I'm not eating the whole plate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I might eat the plate, but I'm not eating the plate, you feel me? Like, I'll lick the plate if that's what you want. I mean, I'll do like my boy Keith did in the Boston Crab. That shit was funny. Alright, I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is kind of heavy for breakfast. Nonsense. Eat curry all day, every day. Oh, you unrefined little mole rat? What is it like to live so totally unaware of the world around you? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit heavy, but listen, you can train your stomach to handle these kinds of foods. Like, this is, I know it's gonna sound crazy. There are some, like, in some mornings I'll eat, like, a hot dog or a pizza or, like, mac and cheese or whatever, you know? And my stomach's used to it. Some people wouldn't do that. They'll eat like cereal or like some toast or like some eggs or, you know, like a ham and cheese or something like that. Some like a little light croissant breakfast, and that works for a lot of people. Probably most people are like that. But then there's like Japanese people that eat rice and shit. Like, it's, I mean, I get the idea. You want those carbs so you can have some energy throughout the day, but like, a lot of people wouldn't eat rice in the morning. I certainly would. I mean, listen, food is food. The only thing I won't do is eat fruits at night, because that actually does make an impact on your body. Food does change behavior, right? Like there is a certain difference to the way that food behaves at nighttime versus the daytime. So there is some truth to that in terms of the food science and all that. But as long as you're aware of the the pitfalls and just the facts in general, you should be okay. I've adjusted the flavor to make it suitable for a morning meal. Now hold on to your ass, because this is gonna send you into orbit. Oh, you mean like Doctor Strange in the first movie? He went to Kamar-Taj and he got set on the freaking wild ride of his life. Like, when it was, what is this, like how it's like to chew 5 gum or something? Come on, but it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth. You know, something I don't want to admit, but lately, I don't know when this started. I think it was like kind of when I got into my 30s or something, like 31, 32 years old. I started, like, bro, I don't know how, and this is a bit weird to admit because it's a bit shameful, but like, whenever I like bite into food I really want to eat, bro, somehow I just leave a freaking drool, like, saliva trail. I'm like, dude, why did this start happening, bro? This never happened to me before. And it mostly happens when I eat bread. I don't know why. I'm like, dude, I wasn't even like, I didn't even have a lot of spit or nothing. It's just like I ate it and it's just like it's like, bro, what is this? So I apologize if I gross anyone out, but like, man, I was like, how did this start happening? So I feel like if I see this curry, the same crap will happen to me. Look, see he's drooling right there? That'd be me. That'd be me eating this curry, for sure.
This is amazing.
What the hell is that face? Yo, her curry is so good it turned him into a Dr. Slump character? What the hell's going on here? What? Yo, anyone seen this? Yo, chat, you seen this shit? Oh my goodness, bro. That's gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna start working on thumbnails, guys, for next week for the series. I'm probably gonna be working on it Thursday, maybe after, like, Friday. No, this coming Friday. I gotta work in the morning on Saturday, so I'll probably work on it on the night. So I'll be working from home the next day. I'll probably work on it Thursday night and Friday night. But I'm gonna try to work on some thumbnails for this series. I don't know how people do it exactly. Excuse me, I don't know, like they take like a face or some kind of part of, the video where like you have a crazy face and they put it there. Might do something. I might play around with it because I love thumbnails that look funny. So that always catches my attention. I figured everyone else has the same situation happen to them. Plus, I have some real funny like reactions to some stuff. Like, this is hilarious. I'll put that as a thumbnail. I'll put a funny face on my reaction. It'll be a hit, bro. That is hilarious, bro. The taste seems mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness. It just lets itself spread throughout your mouth subtly, demurely. Yo, I gotta tell a story, bro. Oh my god. Okay. I had this one dish when I was in Daytona, when I used to live in Daytona Beach. Actually, I'll tell you after this whole situation. I don't want to spit too. Bro, your mouth. Close your mouth. But then the aftertaste hits you, and it's like a fireworks display of flavor. Sweet and savory bursting in one after another, perfectly balanced so neither overpowers the other. Bro, that same crap he just described is exactly... Yo, watch, I'm gonna tell that story after this. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. Oh, who knew this guy had such diction? Crazy, Gaku. And don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy, the meat is so tender. I can't stop eating. My body's desperate for more. Oh, man. And the ship has sailed, ladies and gentlemen. Gaku and Kurara ship, maybe? The poor and the and the extreme rich. I mean, the extreme poor and extreme rich. I mean, they do say opposites attract, right? I've never seen it myself personally, the opposites attraction thing, but they do say that. So I mean, there might be some kernel of truth there. Anyway, slow down. I can't keep up with all this information. This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow before its superior pedigree. Wow, that's interesting. Yes, ma'am. Oh, has he gonna bow? It's really all that? Hey, man, let me try some. Just one bite. Yo, my man's drooling. Me too. How much curry do you guys think is in a lethal dose? She's suspecting the same thing I am. Back off. This is mine. Thieves, all of you. You won't take my precious from me. Thieves, my precious. No one can resist the allure of Uzuzuki curry. So it smells so bad, but it tastes so good. I mean, that's usually the case with a lot of really tasty food. They usually smell awful, but it's because all the spices and the blends of flavors mixed just has a really awful aroma. Sometimes it has a really good aroma. Or it could have just been his interpretation of what smelled great, but maybe didn't smell good in his nose. I don't know. I would have to be there to like really judge it. I think I'm a good judge of smell in terms of like food, so I had to really smell it to really understand like what he's talking about there. But anyway, very well. You may all partake of my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line there. Yes, I love curry, so I'd be really eager to try this out. Is it gonna be like this every morning from now on? Yes, let it be like this. This is great. I love curry. Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork. Yes. Yeah, I guess you're right. Do you mind if I ask you something? Oh, here we go. This guy about to ruin this whole shit. What is it? Look, and then the serious face, bro. We're done. When you were a kid, do you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Oh, here we go. Yes, actually. I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. I mean, that's a pretty generic question. Most people would probably say yes to that. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Huh. Okay. The lively mood lasted all throughout breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed, and I headed back to my room. Free time? Free time. I could tell that story, I hope. Anytime I talk to Nozomi, it just raises more questions about her and Kaoru. Anytime you talk to Nozomi, I lose a little more respect for you. I don't think I have any, really, but I've lost a lot. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then Nozomi will come out with something I've heard Kaoru say before, practically word for word. I don't know. Are they really parallel versions of each other? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I used to think so, but I think the explanation is probably much simpler than that. No use racking my brain about this. I'll try to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Free time! Let's do it, baby. Okay, let me tell that story, right? Let me tell that story. I've got to tell that story. Like, okay. This was, actually, I had left Daytona Beach after this point. So to put it into perspective, I used to live in Florida for about 10, 11 years or so. And I used to live in Daytona Beach. I also lived in Port Orange. I lived in DeLand for a small bit. And I lived in Daytona again. And then I moved over to Ormond Beach. That's the last place that I actually stayed at for like a really long time. Like I actually just chilled there for like forever, basically. And when I lived there, I went to all manner of restaurants. I went everywhere. I seen restaurants open and close. The best restaurant I ever went to was this like buffet that had these things called chicken balls. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it was actually super incredible. it's just like chicken, but ball like style, like kind of like meatballs, but chicken. Hold on, I'm gonna take the goat. Obviously, I'm gonna take the other goat. Let me try Nozomi. Let's see how she plays, especially since she's our healer, and she'll probably be very useful when we're getting our asses kicked by the randomization of the exploration. But anyway, the chicken ball was like, hey, what? What is this? Huh? What happened there? What? Oh, did I automatically? Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that.
It's time to hit the hay. You never know.
But it's actually awesome that you could do something like that. Okay, well, whatever. I'll take that, and then next day I'm gonna go back again and do another exploration. That sucks. I was kind of hoping to talk about stuff. Anyway, we made it through another day. Our last battle was still pretty recent, so there probably won't be another for a while. I know they're about to subvert this. I know they're about to like throw out a situation where they just have the battle and then they'll have another battle the next day or the next, or maybe even the same day. I know they're about to do something like that later on. And this is where it's going to test the mettle of our characters. But this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I'd better rest up for whatever tomorrow brings, or even right now. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night. So I've noticed every time this guy falls asleep a certain way, the ghost boy starts to appear. The flame ghost guy. And I'm wondering if he's going to show up in the next day or two, because since everything's kind of going more swimmingly, wait. Oh yeah. So that ghost boy appeared, I think, twice. And he's trying to tell us something. And it's trying to tell us when there's potentially a traitor in the mist, because the first time he showed up was right when Siri left. The second time he showed up was when something happened to Heroku, I believe. And I think he might have actually shown up again. I'm not remembering this correctly. I don't think he did, but if he did show up again, it had to be related to the incident with the burning of the food. I don't think he showed up during that part, though. I think he only shows up when someone's about to die. Like, he's trying to warn us when there's an imminent death with someone doing some fuckery. So we're going to pay attention to that next time. Anyway, compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threats of enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but that was a good thing. But was that a good thing? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, now we're up to day 48. Oh shoot, hold on. Up and out of troops! I didn't play the Ding Dong for last time. I'm gonna play it again. Yeah, let's go.
Get ready for your 48th day of active service here.
48th day.
Prepare.
Alright. Up and out of my troops. Morning already? Better head over to the cafeteria. Yeah, so anyway, let me just shorten the story then. Basically, what was happening is that, like, I had left Florida, right? At this point, like, it was like 2015, I had left. I've gone away from Florida. And what happened was that after maybe like a year or two, I don't remember. Oh, I'm sorry, Darubi. But after about a year or two, I went back with Nate. To get some of my items that I left back there. And then I went back again on my own to hang out with my friend Dyer, or he goes by Aaron now. And like a couple of my other buddies that I used to hang out with a lot. And they, like one Antonio was one of my old roommates, and he took me and Curry and like a couple other people, and I think Michael, some old friends of mine. We went over to this place in Daytona Beach that had this like really amazing, like, it was like an amazing Thai spot. Like, and let me give you some context here. When I first had Thai food, I was like in the 5th or 6th grade. And it was awful. I ordered something from the menu that I didn't know how to fucking read. And the teachers were paying for everything. They're like, hey, what do you want? And I'm like, I want this, right? And they didn't know what the fuck it was. They're like, yeah, just order it. And I ate it, and it was the most disgusting thing I ever had in my life. And ever since then, oh shit, Kako. I think she's gonna make a real big change at some point soon. But Kako's like showing some real like potential for growth here. Anyway, back to the story. So I actually went over to professor, told her that like food was ass, and they're like, well, we already paid for it, so you know. And I also wasn't like a really like bothersome kid. I didn't like putting people in situations where they were like, where I was like a burden. So I kind of just dealt with it and just ate. You know, it's just, I've always been like that as a kid. Even now I'm kind of like that. I'm still like fuck it, I'll take the hit on the chin, you know, whatever. So that's what ended up happening. I ended up just eating this garbage. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what it was. It just tasted awful. And my perception of Thai food was skewed since then. I didn't mean to go to the roof. Has been skewed since then. I've never really liked it until I went back to that Daytona spot where it actually had really amazing curry food. And then when I tried it for the first time, I had this thing called Masaman curry, and this thing was probably the most amazing crap I've ever eaten in my life, because there was such a weird flavor profile that I'd never seen food do. Like, actually the whole idea just blew my mind. It's a food that has a certain taste, right? But there's a secondary flavor that you can only experience when the conditions are right. So if you eat the curry as normal, right, or I don't know how you can, but let's say like you're immune to all spice. Like, let's say your tongue can never be singed, can never have, you know what I'm saying, can never burn your tongue. That would be just the regular profile flavor of the food. But this secondary flavor, which is the more advanced flavor, could only be experienced when you singe your tongue from eating the food. So, and that was the first time I ever sweat eating food. I was like, dude, I actually literally have sweat. And then my friends were like, yo, you actually literally sweat in real life. I'm like, dude, I've never sweat before from eating food. So when I ate the food, it was insanely hot, but I was like, dude, this is so tasty. And then I burned my tongue. Like, it was, that's it. It's not like burned because it was like so hot, because like the temperature was fine. It was like a little hot. It was like because the index of the food was so overwhelming in terms of spice that it just singed your tongue. And the moment that happened, the next bite I took, it was the same food. The next bite I took was an explosion of flavor that I had never experienced before. I hadn't even understood the concept until I was like, dude, what just happened? I just took a bite and it was incredible. Like, I don't think they knew what I was talking about. I think they like already were used to it. They didn't really understand. But this is my first time eating spicy shit, right? And I was like, dude, this is like, I've never experienced this before. Like, I've never had curry before. I'm like, this shit right here is genius. I'm like, I don't know who came up with this. A flavor that only comes out when you burn your tongue, like, and it tastes even better than before. I was like, dude, that's crazy. I kept eating. It was like, I was like, dude, I want more. I was full and I kept eating more. I was like, dude, this shit is amazing. I can't get enough of this flavor. Ever since then, I've never had curry that good before. And I've always tried to look, I always go to like different Thai spots that get more of the curry, like a pineapple chicken, a pineapple duck or whatever. And it's delicious stuff every time, but nothing tops that one spot in Daytona Beach around where like Atlantic Ave is. It's either Atlantic Ave or Beach Ave, but it's like right before the bridge around International Speedway, right? It's right before you go to the bridge to go to like Atlantic to where the hotels and the beach are at. It's on the street right before the bridge. It's on International Speedway, that same strip. And when I went there, I was like, bro, this is the best shit I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I'll never forget that. So when I see curry like that, I'm like, the curry that I had didn't look like that, but that looks incredible and I want to eat that. So shout outs to Carrera for actually showing off some good ass food. That shit made me real hungry actually. Fuck, I just realized I'm hungry. I gotta eat. Anyway, when I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal. So Shoma, I've been wondering, Shomax, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? We're getting to the real important questions here by Subasa. I think it runs on Hemo Anima and sorry, wrong fucking voice. I'm already forgetting. I think it runs on Hemo Anima and sorry, I don't really know all that much about how it fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime. I'd love to take a closer look at it. Please. You shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. Oh, I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it? It's probably not. Look at that smile! Is this the price of your power, Sir Shoma? Did you have to make a vow never to allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she bests you in fair battle? Where have I heard that before? Where have I heard that? That sounds like a Ronin... Hold on, I know that anime. But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadfastly silent. Yeah, Kako and Ima? They're awfully quiet today, even for them. Uh-oh. Did Kako say something and... I started toward Ima and Kako. Before I could reach them, another voice called out to me. Eito? Yeah. Talk to me, do you have a minute? It's important. Okay, hold on. It's important. Some fuckery's about to happen. Let's keep... I'm gonna keep in mind. Oh, it's gonna be like that, are you? Eito's got something important to say, guys. What's up, Eito? It's about what we discussed before. You know, my theory about how we all got here. Can it wait after lunch or after breakfast? Oh, did you find out anything new? How could you possibly find out about parallel universes? That doesn't make any sense. Not exactly. I know this will sound weird in light of what I said before, but I don't think we're dealing with a parallel universe after all. Yeah, no shit. It didn't make any sense. I thought at first, and I was like, dude, just thinking about it doesn't make any sense. Like, based on all the stuff we know so far. Huh? After we learned about world death yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. Exactly. Yeah, that world death shit threw out a lot of theories I had, and it started some pathways to new theories. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity to move out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy don't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that one is on the surface while the other's underground. When you think about it that way, the idea we've been transported to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. I still don't think we're really underground, if that makes any sense, because we still saw the sky, or like some kind of sky. Whenever we go out and do our exploration, that's not an underground that we're in. That's literally like actual sky. Now, maybe the TRC could have been underground. I mean, that's potentially true. But I don't think that even it would be underground, because why have a dome if you're underground? It doesn't really make too much sense. You know, I don't really see the point of a dome if it's underground. I see the point of a dome if it's above ground and in space. I could see that, but not underground in an area where it's likely not even needed. Anyway, when you think about it that way, okay. Yeah. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build up a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of the question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRCs. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Because the way Shoma was talking about the Kamakura, I almost said prison, the General Hospital, the way he was talking about that, I was thinking that, you know, since other people didn't remember that, like, oh, I don't remember that place being part of our town. So I thought that maybe they had come from different versions of the TRC, like the same place, just in different pockets of time, or different parallel universe, as Eito was suggesting. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Just that, like, everyone was part of the same place. They just had their memories a bit robbed. So there we go there. But so far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt that we all came from the same place. Yeah. Okay, but it's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported the parallel universe theory. I don't think they were supported. I just think it was made kind of possible as a result of the theory, but doesn't mean it was confirmed either way. Because you can actually deny the theory. You know, just because it can fit in it doesn't mean that it was actually true. Yeah, I'd argue it's false unless you can prove it otherwise. Anyway, you mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Karua? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery, neither am I. So, I'm not really sure, unless Karua just wasn't real to begin with. I don't know. That's really kind of where I'm leading to. I'm leading to the idea that he maybe made up Karua in his head. I don't know how he could be so like on the nose about who Kara might have been, where Nozomi, like, I mean, some of it has to be real. Like, it can't just be like a truly made up person, because if it was the case, there's no way it would be so accurately close to this character called Nozomi. So I'm assuming that like something weird happened, but like I don't think Karuo necessarily is real. You know what I mean? I think she's real, but I think she's not real. I'm not sure how yet, but I know that this guy probably has some made up memories about who Karuo is, because he, like, Nozomi is the actual person who Karuo should be, I think, but I'm not sure exactly. It has to be some kind of weird memory. It has to be like maybe involving the you know, how they had some memories erased from them. Maybe some memories could have been implanted, and he maybe thought he always knew Karuo, but he didn't, you know? So, I don't know. It's interesting to think about, because they keep pushing the idea that Nozomi and Karuo, they must be the same person, but I purport that Karuo isn't even a person. I think she's just a figment of his imagination, or an implanted memory. I think there's some truth to Karuo being kind of real, but I think she's an illusion. That's kind of the idea that I'm getting. But I still don't know how that connects to this current Nozomi. I'm not sure how that even works. I have no idea. But I'm starting to formulate some kind of semblance of a theory, because the fact is that Nozomi currently is aware of who this guy is. I'm not sure why yet, but I had a thought that like maybe because, or at least I first thought that she may have been a nurse in the hospital, because the way that Shoma was saying that I saw someone in the glass with like a white coat. And at first I was thinking like maybe it's Eito he saw, but I'm like, no, it couldn't, because Eito was also in that chamber with them. They were all like locked. All of them were like in like basically a rectangle formation. They were all inside of these tubes, right? These chambers being worked on or experimented on. But the one person I didn't see there was Nozomi. So I don't know if she was the staff of the actual hospital. I'm not sure if she belongs to anything else, if she's like an outsider, an outlier, I'm not sure. But there's a reason she can't do hemoanima like these guys can. And I think it has to do with maybe something in her blood, because they were talking about like how the blood is important. Like they have something in their system that allows them to be able to use this power. And I think she lacks it. It's either she lacks it, or maybe she's like a failed experiment, and maybe something like that is possible. But I do kind of believe, and I'm not sure I'm really ready to like go forward on this theory, but I think she's part of the staff of the hospital, and that's how she knows him, because she would have seen him, right? So that would explain why she knows who he is, but it would also explain why he has never met her. Now the thing is, I'm not sure how that relates to Karuo. I don't really know, unless she maybe put memories in him that we don't know about. Maybe she experimented on him. That could be a possibility, because otherwise where did Karuo come from? But that's assuming that she is staff of the hospital and she actually does work there and is a nurse or some kind of practitioner or something like that. Not sure what that ultimately means, but that's kind of where I'm at now, because all because Shoma said that he saw someone from across the glass or something like that. But then I started thinking maybe he just saw the doctor that was in front of his glass, and maybe that's the white coat he was talking about. So it could have, I interpreted two different ways. I'm not sure which one to go with yet. It could be either or, but I think it's more likely that he just saw the doctor in front of him and I'm just blowing this way out of proportion. But either way, I don't know. The best thing I could come up with the Kaoru situation is that it's made up memories, and somehow there might have been a nurse. Maybe Nozomi is a nurse, and she probably implanted fake memories on him somehow, maybe like to experiment, or maybe it could have been a ploy to take his hemoanima. It probably didn't matter who it was. She just probably wanted to take someone's power. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, that's all I got for now. Anyway, right now I can only assume that their likeness to each other is a coincidence, or that they're the same person and something's gone wrong with her memory. That's another possibility, but I don't think so, because she was super certain that she had never met him. right? But then she was also hiding the fact that she, like, what's make me sus of her is the fact that she knows who he is, because there's no reason for her to be so distant from someone she's never met, right? So distant from someone that she doesn't even know. All because she was sussed out about him being Kaoru or someone who she looked like. That would make no sense. If anything, I would want, if I was Nozomi, I'd want to find out more about who is this person who looks like me, you know? Because that's information that you could use. And like someone who claims that someone looks like you, talks like you, has even the same kinds of like experiences, like I'd be like, whoa, did you meet a doppelganger of mine? I'd be super curious. I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna give him the cold shoulder every time he approaches, every time he wants to look at me. I'm just gonna be grossed out or some crap like that. I'm like, that's some shit right there. Anyway, those are our options now. There's no way. Those are our options now. There's no way this is just a coincidence. Oh, there's no way it's just a coincidence. In that case, it could be. It could actually be. Like again, I'll raise you a Star Ocean 3, Amina and Sophia. That's a literal coincidence. It could be the same case here. I don't know. When you say something's gone wrong, do you mean, hey, you two, what are you whispering over here? Okay, now she's being suspicious as fuck because we're talking about her literally, and she's just like, oh, yo, let me in. It's like, bro, what? Go the fuck away. What? Oh, nothing at all. That's right, we're just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious here. Okay, y'all being extra right now. Saying that only makes you seem more suspicious, right? That's right. She's right. Anyway, all this completely normal conversation has given me an appetite. Let's dig in. Damn, I'm really hungry right now. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Eito and I give our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to throw Nozomi off our trail. Okay, I respect it. Feeling bloated from scarfing down so quickly, I went back to my room and let my stomach settle. Alright, so we should do an exploration, right? For the free time? Phew. Now that I think about it, Eito's probably right. Knowing what we do now, there's no reason to think our residential complex exists in a totally different world from this one. I mean, the whole idea was silly. I don't know how they even came to that conclusion. But then, how do we explain Nozomi and Kaoru? Coincidence? Amnesia? Maybe you just made it up in your head. Even if we do fit on one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I ask Nozomi about it directly, it'll only put her on back foot again. She finally started getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. Once I get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Eito never shared his theory with me in the first place. Bro, there's something wrong with this kid, man. I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend my free time today? There you go. That's an idea. For once, we're in agreement. Stop thinking about this bitch and start doing some actual productive shit, bro. So we must stay focused, brothers. I was out there saying the YouTube videos. Alright, let me see. Who's available? Because I kind of want to talk to some peeps. Talk to Eito, learn a little bit more about him. No. I want to talk to Tsubasa. I actually want to talk to Kako, but I guess I can't really, like, get to know her more. Or Ima. Ima will be fine, too. But, like, I can't learn more about them because they're not even playable characters yet. Yeah, this is trash, bro. Talk to Eito. I'm not talking to Nozomi. But I will see what she's up to, because I'm pretty curious and still suspicious of her. I'd like to hear more about your childhood friend next time. What the hell? You said she looked just like me? Okay, now that's super sus, bro. Now you want to know more? Why now all of a sudden? You see, this is the shit I'm talking about. She's hella sus, bro. She's gonna kill us. She's gonna stab us in the back. I'm calling it right now. Yeah, you have to be the same person. I find it hard to believe you could be anyone else. Bro, this guy is just convinced. He's like L from Death Note. He's like, Light, the likelihood that you're Kira is less than 5%, but I just can't shake the feeling that you are him. No, you're not. It was like Kira is not some all-benevolent god or some powerful being. He's just a child with delusions of grandeur. No, Clyde, you must be Kira. In fact, I insist you are Kira. Nothing that you say or do can prove otherwise, right? Oh, I gotta do the L pose. Hold on, I gotta say like L. Yes, the likelihood that you are Kira is just less than 5%. Yes. Aizawa, get me the camera footage. Some shit like that. Yeah, you gotta sit like L to be L. You see, I don't sit like this because I want to. I have to. You see, my deductive reasoning skills will be sharply reduced by roughly 40%. Anyway, but you're also definitely not lying, so I don't know. Anything else? You got anything else to say, Karua? Yeah, so yeah, this guy's convinced that she's her, and there's nothing I can do. As a player, I'm really disappointed in this guy, but I mean, the game is pushing this theory so much that it has to be true, so they have to be the same character. That's the only assumption I can really make here, because otherwise none of this shit makes any sense. I'm like, I don't know how you could think that, but whatever. I mean, I guess it's so unbelievable to him. Anyway, bring my goat, bring my second goat, and then bring a healer. Let's head on out.
Move out.
Squad 7, move out! Let's do it. Alright. Skip that. Oh, I gotta hold it. Alright, where can I start? I wanted to explore this area some more because I'm gonna go to the other side and start looking at more of the shenanigans happening over there. You find a remote control on the ground? Shake it. Oh, I got AA batteries.
This looks good.
Yo, actually, dude, I gotta say something. I have been like, all right, so my buddy Kaiser and I, we started this project like a while back. We were playing through all the Xeno games, and don't worry, I won't spoil that much stuff for anyone. Like in case y'all were wondering, I'm not gonna spoil nothing about Xenoblade or anything like that, or Xenosaga. I'm actually just want to talk about Xenogears because that's the game that I started playing again. Because we went through all of the Blade games, or at least I did. I went through all the Blade games, and I was like, dude, these games are hype.
We better get moving.
And then what happened was that after the Blades, I played Xenoblade 1, like when it came out during the project Operation Rainfall thing was still a thing, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a fantastic, time for gaming. Operation Rainfall held a lot of hope for me as an RPG gamer, and we got some wonderful games from that. It was awesome. But then came a time where like, like where do we go from here? Like we have these new games, and among them was Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade Chronicles, and it was an incredible game. But it's like, okay, now this game had a lot of success. Where do we go from there? So they made a sequel. They're like Xenoblade 2, vastly different game, but story is still related, still similar. And I thought it was a good game. I mean, aside from the ending, which I thought would just blew ass, I thought that the game itself was pretty good. Obviously there's the whole gacha aspect, which not a lot of people were fond of, and I totally get it. I totally get it because I wasn't a big fan of the gacha aspect either, but I'm familiar with gacha since I do play some mobile games here and there. And I was like, okay, well, I can get used to it. It's not my cup of tea, but I can get used to it. It's not the end of the world, it's like whatever, I'll deal with it. Like the important thing is to really experience the story. However it means you get there, it's whatever. Like as long as the story and the characters are fine, then I'm looking at the subject matter of things. I'm not looking necessarily at the whole journey overall. I'm looking at the subject matter, and that's how I was basically judging the game. It's like, I get that these are things that I'm not going to like, and there's nothing I can do about that. But what is the game telling me? Is it telling me something that is like really good or really bad, or like how is it telling me this and all this stuff? Like I was looking at all these metrics to, oh hell yeah, back to full health. I was judging the game by all these different metrics that I laid out for based on my own preferences and shit. And when I, was playing Xenoblade 2, I realized how much the game series had changed from Takahashi's older days. I was like, dude, this game is so different from like Xenosaga, right? And then I started to play the third game. I didn't like the third game one bit. I thought the third game was bad. I thought the combat was okay. I don't think it was as stellar as people were talking about. I thought the combat sucked, kind of. It had some good ideas and it had some shitty, like awful ideas. And the worst thing about the game, in my opinion, were the actual characters. I thought the characters were so awful. Like, I felt real bad that like anyone had to deal with that bullshit. Like, I was like, dude, these characters just suck. I'm sorry. Especially that character Uni. Everyone talks about Uni being this and being that. Like, dude, Uni is like one of the trash characters I've ever seen. I think the character I stomached the most was like probably what's his name? The black dude.
I'm ready whenever.
What's his name? Ion? No, I don't remember his name. But he's the guy I stomached the most. I also kind of like the Ryan wannabe. I mean, I didn't have. I mean, he was alright, but he also wasn't like the worst. So he was someone I could stomach.
Guess it's my turn.
But then there were so many similarities with that story and Xenogears. And I was like, you know what? I need to play Xenogears again because it has been such a long time since I had played Xenogears. And I'm like, well, I kind of need to at this point. Yeah. All right, hold on a second. Hold that thought. Hold on. Man, here I was hungry as hell. I got some food. Heck yeah, dude. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, at least take a bite or two because I'm starving. Okay, hold on.
Let's go! I guess it's my turn.
I just want to mess this part up. I messed it up big time. Here's what I'll do.
Let's do it to it!
Yeah, I'll just do this. But anyway, what was I saying? So, Xenoblade 3, I was like, nah, this game ain't it, man. But then I played the DLC, and I thought it was one of the best things I ever played. Real talk. And I was like, no, this is some Takahashi shit. Like, this is the Takahashi works that I remember, that I love. And
I'm ready whenever.
the more I played it, the more I was like, dude, I have to go back and play the original stuff because they unleashed a bombshell of information that I was like, dude, there's no way that like I can't now like play the rest of this. This is like way too juicy. I've got to find out what's going on in this plot, the story. And the moment I did that, changed everything. Because I went back to Saga, played through all the games again, and mind you, I had played these games a long time ago. I was still like a teenager when I was playing these games. Like I played Xenoblade Saga 1 many times. Like I actually like just have played it many times before. And
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, I played it many times before, and I've only beaten it like maybe once or twice. So I was like not super sure about all the things that were happening in the game. And again, I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but then I was convinced that like I had to know more. So I went through the second game, and just as before, I loved it. I know it's the black sheep of the series, but I don't know why. I think the game is incredible. Like, I understand its flaws. I do get it. Oh, shit. I do understand the flaws of the game, but there are certain flaws that people criticize that I think is the best part of the game. Like the battle system, for example. They think the battle system has issues, and I don't agree. I think the battle system is the best part of the game. Because it... wait, is that 5 HP? Oh, shit. And the reason why I believe this is because... when you get down to it, it's very fast-paced. It's a fast-paced like battle system that you know, kind of goes over a bunch of mechanics. It's deeply rich in mechanics.
Better get moving.
It's great. I
Let's
think
try this.
it's a great game. I mean, there's
guess
a lot of
it's
things to, you know, to not like in horror, like the counter rate or certain of the bosses, certain fights are
I'm
crazy.
ready whenever.
I'm looking at the Ormus Knights. I'm looking at you. If you know, you know. The Ormus Knights are insane. There's a lot of crazy
better get
bosses that
moving.
are a little unfair, but
Here we go.
otherwise, the game itself is pretty good. You know,
Guess it's my turn.
but it's not above criticism, you know, so I'll at least agree to that. It's not above criticism. That being the case, I went through it, loved it. I was like, the story beats of it are freaking insane. I love what this game's doing with the story. And from there, I moved on to the third game. Craziest game in the series, I still think. Still think it's the craziest, and it's one that I never forget. Second game's ending was crazy. Third game's just crazy, period.
Leave it to me.
But then after that, what happened was I went through
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
I went through Xenogears afterwards. That's the one I was playing recently. I was like, dude, Xenogears, gotta go back to the roots. And like, I hadn't played this game since I was
Guess it's my
like
turn.
real young. I'm talking about like I was like in my early teens when I played this game. When I first played, I was in my early teens. I had a like long history with the game because I played it several
this one up.
times. I played that game probably about as many times as I played Xenosaga 1, but like I hadn't always beaten the game. I had moments where like fuck. I had moments where like I had played it, stopped playing, played it again, stopped playing, you know, got certain distance or certain you know, however far I got with it. And
I can still fight.
and the whole thing was
I'll patch you up.
the game itself was really good.
Yes, leave it to
Like
me.
on the second or secondary, third, tertiary. I don't know what to count this. Probably my real secondary playthrough. I'd probably say my real secondary playthrough of this game. I ended up like just truly falling in love with the concepts of the game,
You're in the way.
and I won't go into details because I want you guys to
I'm
play it,
ready
enjoy it. I would not want to take away
Here we go.
the immersive
I guess it's
journey
my
that this game will lead to.
You're in the way.
I would never want to do that. So, oh shit. Well, hold on.
Let's do this.
I wasn't paying too much attention, so I'm going to metal fence
This should do it.
this, and I'm going to
We
metal
better get moving.
fence this.
I
Okay.
hope no one minds.
I should hope that's fine. But anyway, when I was playing through the game, I realized how deep the game was. Like I had like I remember a lot about the game, a lot. Like a surprising amount that I was like, dude,
leave
I
it to me.
thought I dreamt this up, but no, this scenario actually did happen. And there were so many parts of the game that I just like was shocked by. And then when I played
it's
it
my
again,
turn.
I was like, dude, this game is like a masterpiece for real. Like the storytelling is insane. It's not the
I'm
best
ready whenever.
because I know, you know, obviously it has its problems. You know, we know the story was rushed. You know, second disc was pretty poorly planned.
Got it.
But even that being the
Better get
case, the
moving.
story was still really good.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
And honestly, like if we ever get a
Yes, leave it to
remaster
me.
of the game or a remake, I can't wait to see what is cooked up next. Because, oh my goodness, Takahashi really cooked with the character called Faye.
I guess it's my turn.
Character was
Yes.
unbelievably
leave it to me.
deep. Unbelievably
Better get
deep.
moving. Yes, leave it to me.
Actually, I'm gonna just heal.
Time for action.
Hold on. Can I like just heal all of us, bro? Like, thank you.
I'll help.
Yeah, so
have my gratitude.
the game was like real deep.
Hero.
We better get moving.
And Faye really shocked me with his depth.
Leave it to me.
I don't think I've ever seen a character that
Allow
deep
me to
before.
take them down.
Like now as I'm older and realizing just the amount of psychology, philosophy, and and theocratic principles in the game. I was like, dude, this game was quite the spectacle, really. And anyone that's played the game understands what I'm talking about. But man, you have to check it out for yourself. Oh, damn it! Yeah, the game is quite the spectacle, and I challenge anyone to play it and see what I'm talking about. Dude, what the hell? Anyway, the realization I came to a certain misunderstanding of a situation which I've been doing some research into, and oh my gosh, I can't exactly tell you because if I do, it'll ruin the entire plot of the character, and if I do that, then I wouldn't forgive myself for ruining such a great moment for people that haven't really played it. Oh, this way, this way, this way. Yes, yes, good. That's a level 5 needed. Okay. Damn. I don't want to go clockwise. I want to go up. Yeah.
This looks good.
What was I saying? Yeah, Faye's character is incredible. Ooh, let's go. That's a 4. That's a 6. Ah! Well, that's okay if Darwin takes half of her health. My goodness.
This looks like a rare one.
Wow, that's a lot of points.
What?
Got some paint. Alright, actually, it's good that we have these enemies here because now I can sick my girl. Well, not my girl, excuse me. I can sick the girl,
Ready as I'll ever be.
Nozomi, to actually just start healing us at large.
All good. Thanks.
All good. You say thanksies?
Here we go.
Thanksies. Alright,
I'm ready whenever.
we have only one more level 2 potion. Well, I still have 3 agility potions, so I'm just gonna use this to maneuver
Yes,
my ass
leave
all
it
the
to
way
me.
over here and start casting Jury. Super close. Wish I was a little closer. Alright, I guess I didn't need the auxiliary potion for that one. But yeah, anyone here has anyone here played? Has anyone played these games? Has anyone ever like played the
Good to go.
like the Xeno games? Anyone here a fan? And if so, have you played Xenogears? Because people don't talk about this game. There's a lot of people that they just don't bring it up. I don't know if it's because the lack of like care for it, or just because there aren't that many resources for like getting the game and playing it. But honestly, I think the game is like, oh, next level. Did he just 3 defense everyone? Oh no, hell no. And you stunned her?
Locked and loaded.
Holy shice. Well, bringing the Nozomi into this part is not going to be a smart thing, I think. But
I'll patch you up.
I need to do something like this.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Kill these fools. They say, oh,
I'm ready whenever.
self-destruct. I was like, dude, Ato, what are you doing? What do you mean self-destruct? This isn't good. This isn't good at all.
Let's do it to it.
Oh man, this is so bad. So lack of movement on this is probably going to be really good.
How's
So
about one of these?
I will do something like this, and I will
We
move
better
his
get
ass
moving.
out of here to a judge. Damn, that's some shit right there, bro. I'm gonna move him out of the way. I'm also gonna move her out of the way. I'm just going to like have her throw out a electric fence somewheres over here,
All right, I'll use it.
and I'll also possibly provide a couple of bombs, like an explosive mine around here,
Right there.
so that when they start moving here, it's gonna like really mess them up. And I'm not gonna end yet. I'm gonna actually give her some defense because she's actually about to bite the bullet here, and I don't want that. So anyway, end my turn. Yeah, Faye's a deep character. I love all the characters in that game. Those characters are all amazing. I think every single character is really good. I don't think there's a single bad character in that game, and it's actually quite awesome to see because not all the time do you have a cast that's like really incredible like in that game.
My turn.
But you know what else though? There's just a huge list of characters, like a huge list. It's a lot of characters that you come across in that game that are all like, you know, pretty awesome.
Allow me to take them down.
There's just a lot. And there was one thing, if you know, you know. There's one part of the story which I had never done as a kid. Which like, it's like something about one of the characters that it's like you get like a whole different arc of a character that.
Yes.
Oh, Orichalcum, nice. It's a whole different arc that you would never see otherwise, and it was such a unique, fresh experience for me that I'd never seen this other side of the character. I'll just leave it like that for vagueness. I had never ever seen that side of the character, and I didn't know that they can get like a whole appearance change. And like I learned about it retroactively, right? Like I after I beat the game, I grew a little older. You know, I started looking into the series again because I was like, oh, I remember this series. The series was great. But then there came a point where I just didn't. You know, I started doing research and started like looking more into the game. I was like, dude, this game is pretty great. And then I learned about that. Like I found out about it. I was like, dude, I didn't even know you could do this. And so it came as a real shock to me. Didn't like. I didn't know how to feel about it. I was like, dude, at one point when I do play this game again, I want to do this plot. And so I did. I did it this time around. I was blown away by the discoveries. Blown away.
We better get moving.
So, just all in all, the game has been really awesome. Oh, let's do one of these, I guess.
Here we go.
I recommend it to anyone. But again, I wish I could talk more in depth. Like maybe I'll do a podcast one of these days and talk more in depth about it. But as it stands, like
I'm ready whenever.
Right now, it's not a good time to really like bring stuff like that up, unfortunately, because there's a real possibility that the game might actually be released in the future, and I don't want to like, you know, kind of,
leave it to me.
You know, like ruin anyone's chances of having fun with the game.
I've got your back.
You saved me.
Yo, let's go, girly.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Time to party. There you go. Yeah. I don't want to hit that guy at all. Yes.
I'm ready whenever.
Judge. Body. Alright. We should be almost done with this exploration. I just want to grab the chest that's up there. And if there are any other chests around, then I'm going to grab those too. Poisonous mush. I already have the Crimson Rolls. I suppose I don't need that necessarily. Yeah, I mean, I've got quite a bit of those. I've got quite a bit of you know, those materials, the shrooms, the plants. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, so 6 to go up. So actually, mites, 30 lumber. That's another 60. I'm gonna let that one go too, because I already have something like that. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm a fool. Reroll target space. Please don't. Please don't. Oh my god, you suck. Pluck some leaves. Got a giant flower leaf.
Did it.
And that's another 60. I guess I'll get rid of the Crimson Rose. I had that before. I will get me a 2. I'll get me a 5. Damn, a lot of freaking plants here, man. Got an orchid. Very good. Ooh, that's a good one. So let's get rid of the giant flower leaf, I suppose, and cash that in. Well, I fell for the same trap. My goodness. Yep, same trap. I fell for it. Where I just got the 1 and the 2. They always give me that right there. Just let me add a little bit more muffler. Also, I gotta talk about a theory that not theory, sorry. Not theory, that's the wrong word. A TV series that was so good this
Do
season.
it to it.
I hope you guys were watching Andor Season 2 because Andor Season 2 was amazing. It was amazing. It was literally like one of the best things on TV. First season was super good.
I guess it's
Like,
my turn.
this first season was so damn good because it hold on.
We better get moving.
First season went over some situations with
I'm ready whenever.
like it talked about a lot of deep dark
Here we
stuff
go.
like the idea of
Got
prisons
it.
and stuff
Nice.
like that.
I guess it's my turn.
The existential crisis that certain characters face, the war, a lot of topics were discussed,
Yes,
and I
leave
thought
it to me.
it was brilliant. But what really stood apart for me, to me about the show, dude, thank you. What really stood apart to me was the idea
I
of
guess it's my turn. Got it. Nice.
oh yeah,
I'm
what stood out to
ready
me was the acting. The acting I thought was pretty incredible. Like I never seen acting that good. There was that one particular character. I mean, Diego Luna is incredible for his acting, but there was a certain
I
character
guess it's my turn.
during a very iconic episode called One Way Out. And if you know, you know.
Here we go.
One amazing
I'm ready
actor.
whenever.
I forget his name. I think it's
You're in
he's
the
got like a Jewish name. I forget, but yeah,
Yes, leave it to me.
I couldn't believe the level of acting. And I think he won some awards for that episode. And ever since then, I was like, dude, this is the best show I've ever seen besides the Clone Wars. Granted, I was on a big Star Wars kick for a couple years. I watched everything. I watched the Clone Wars, watched that for a couple months. Me and my buddy Khan, and I think Kaiser went through some of it, and sometimes the guy showed up, but like went through it. It was a great show. It's probably my favorite TV show. Like I thought Avatar: The Last Airbender was gonna be like the top show for a while, but even I had my criticisms of that show. There are times where I'm like, dude, this is so whack, you know, like so some of the plot stuff, like for example, Katara just becoming a master just cause. Like, I thought I was lame. I was like, this is really weak. Like Katara being a master makes like no sense. Like she couldn't even bend the water in the first episode, and now she's just a supposed master. I'm like, I'm not buying this shit. But then, of course, you know, I mean, there's other things too. This is like, you know, not just that she's a random master out of nowhere that Aang has to look up to, which is funny because Aang was doing way better than her in waterbending. Whatever, we'll ignore that. But like, there's a lot of like Mary Sue-ish type stuff. As much as I love Toph, she was always like, she was just perfect the whole show. She couldn't be touched. And listen, I wouldn't have it any other way. I prefer her to kick the most ass possible because I loved watching it. But we gotta be objective. Is that good storytelling? I don't know. I don't think so. It would have been better for her to go through some real struggles, like to actually, that
I'll
sucks.
take this with me.
To really have some like real issues in battles, but that never happened. She just whooped everyone's ass. She kicked everybody's ass except Aang in the first time that they ever encountered. Oh, I'm missing one right there. Shit, I'm missing one right there. So the only one that she couldn't beat was Aang, and even then the story had to make her get a one up on him in that situation too. It's like they couldn't just leave it like that. So things like that I think were a little bit, you know, like whatever. I'll excuse it because I love the character. The character's epic, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we'll take it. And but anyway, that's beside the point. Oh my gosh, that's beside the point. The situation is that the Clone Wars itself surpassed even that for me, and I didn't think that was going to happen anytime soon. So I was super shocked to know that there was a show that was that good, and I like truly just fell in love with it. And then I watched everything else that I could that were, you know, good. Like for example, I watched the oh come on, dude. Yeah, like like I watched Star Wars Rebels. There goes Sarumi. Star Wars Rebels was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. Love the story of Urza. Ezra, sorry, not Urza. I'm thinking of fucking. I'm thinking of. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of freaking Fairy Tale. No, Ezra. Ezra's. I forget his last name, but yeah, Ezra. His story coming up as you know, trainee Jedi. Great storytelling. Lots of great moments that I loved. And I watched everything else. I watched Kenobi. You know, I watched you know, the Bad Batch, all the seasons. I watched everything. Everything that came out, the Mandalorian. I was like just enamored with the entire
I won't give in.
the entire timeline. Essentially, I was just enamored with it, and I did all I could to research into everything I could. And I just learned so much about the lore. Man, I went hard, right? And I was like, nothing's gonna top the Clone Wars for me.
Yes,
and then
leave it to
came
me.
2 shows that I thought were really
Here we
good.
go.
One was not related to Star Wars.
Nice.
I mean, it's
better
part,
get moving.
you know, same owners, I guess, at this point.
You're in the way.
I was watching Loki.
I guess it's my turn.
Loki is another amazing show.
Allow me to
I thought Loki was really good. First 2
seasons.
seasons. The
better
time
get
travel
moving.
shit blew my mind.
Okay.
But yeah, the time travel shit was so good.
I
Like,
got you up.
You saved me.
it was so confusing, but it was so good. It was like well executed. And me and my buddy Khan, we were just like doing all we could to like, you know, like come up with theories and all
Guess
kinds of
it's
stuff. Man, the conversations that we had
Here we go.
would have interested a lot of people, I think.
Nice.
Like
I'm ready
if we
whenever.
ever made like a you know, like a Teams call or something like that, or like we ever like got into a discussion board or a podcast, I think people would really love to
Guess
hear
it's my turn.
our conversations and theories.
Trim down
It
that
was pretty gnarly. But then also like
We better get moving.
second season, fucking dude, that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna ruin it for anyone,
I'm ready when
but my goodness, that second season, dude.
Here we go.
That one episode, you know the one I'm talking about.
I guess it's
I
my
was
turn.
left with my jaw on the floor. I've never seen something like that on television. And I'm like, dude, is television just getting better
Here, I found this.
as a like, you know, as a monolith? Is it just getting better? The writing getting better, or is it just Disney just cooking right now? I don't know, but like, I will, of course, I'll give major shout outs to you know, Dave Filoni, of course, but all the writing so far has been really amazing. And actually, I'm just gonna let this one go, I think, because everything else is really good. Friggin' mushroom. I'm gonna take the Mega Rafflesia. But anyway, the writing has been really stellar. And then came across second season of Andor, which I was so excited for. We were all excited to watch that again because the theories we had were next level on the first one, and we were just like, you know,
I'll take this with me.
we just loved the ideas behind certain episodes. And then yeah, and then all hell broke loose on some of the other episodes that, you know, if you watch the season, you'll know the episodes I'm talking about. They got extreme, they got crazy, and we kind of were losing our minds with the ideas that were presented and
I'll
the
take this
happenings. So then when like the climax of the season came out, and we were just not expecting certain things. I mean, we were expecting certain things, but we weren't expecting
I'll take this
certain
with me.
things. You know what I mean? And it got so ridiculous. It was a great watching TV show of the
This
ages,
looks
I would
quite
say. Very good, just as good as the first season. I'd probably give it the first season. I personally liked it a little more. And I'm not trying to say anything about the second season. I just enjoyed the first season's plot a little bit more because some of the things that they discussed in the first season were more memorable to me. Like the ideas were still present. The One Way Out episode is still the most peak thing I've seen in television yet. Brilliant acting, brilliant storytelling, brilliant writing. It was just all perfect. It was, if there's a perfect episode of anything, that's my nomination for a perfect episode. But you have to watch the whole season for all that culmination to make some sense, because the resolution on that is just, it's absolutely divine. There's nothing else I can really say that really
time we head home.
describe it. But anyway, yeah, it was great. So I'm looking forward to more things from Disney. I can't wait for Ahsoka season 2. I think we're up to now. If there's another Skeleton Crew, I really enjoy Skeleton Crew as well. I thought it was a fun show. I hope they bring more stuff like that back. I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to what Disney pulls out the rest of this year.
It's time to hit.
Oh man. But also there's the anime. I've been watching a lot of anime lately. Started rewatching some of my favorite shows. Like I started rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's a great show. I mean, I didn't like the ending very much, but I thought the show as a whole was really, really good. And I've been watching Witch Watch, funny ass show, and I've been watching a couple others. But trying to catch back up on My Hero Academia. I think I'm on season 5 now. I like stopped at season 4. I had enough. I thought it was stupid. I still think a lot of it's stupid, but I'm a lot more easygoing now with my anime viewing. I'm not so, uptight about it. So I'm just turning my brain off and watching. Been having a good time. Anyway, another day gone, time sure flies when we're not fighting. Now that I'm alone, though, I can't help coming back to the Nozomi Karo issue. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. Dude, this guy is so stupid. So dumb, dude. Gonna have another dream. Anyway, I got into bed with difficulty clearing my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it. Listen, man. I feel for this kid. I'm annoyed at him, but I feel for him. His problems are real. Right? It's not like, I mean, clearly Karua means a lot to him. And so the curtain fell on my 40th day at last of his academy. But at some point, you have to wake yourself up from the wallowing that you're doing, and you've got to shake off the dust, man. Wake up and smell the coffee.
Up
and out of troops.
Time to rise and shine.
I love Sirius.
Get ready for your 49th day of active
Ooh.
service here.
Something
at
crazy
Last Defense Academy.
must happen at day 50,
Prepare
right?
to spend. Be ready to give your.
Something crazy has to happen at day 50. Come on. I mean, it's day 50. It's halfway there. We're only halfway there. Halfway there. Everyone's probably meeting up at the cafeteria. I should get going too. Alright. Yeah, I feel for the kid in a way. Like, I think that it's kind of crazy to me that he's just so enamored with this character that he won't think about anything else. I mean, listen, I get it. Alright. Mr. Sumino, perfect timing. Can I give you a massage for the... Yo, pause. Hold on. Can I give you a message for the others? Bro, I did not mean to say that. A message? What is this? What is it? My dear sister and I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. I've decided we need to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. Okay, so she has been... She has been more vocal against doing whatever bullshit that he's doing. She's been more vocal about joining the cause. And he doesn't like it, so he's denying her the access that she so craves. This might tear a rift between the two. I don't know. Like I said, I'm suspecting she's going to stab him in the back at some point later. I don't think he's going to do the same to her. I'd be surprised if he does. Like, he loves her so much to the point that he wants to, like, deny her from doing certain things, and then he'll kill her to not lose the idea of who she is in his head. I don't know. That'd be a little extreme, but I can certainly see the other way around more often than not. Like, in more scenarios, like, 9 times out of 10, I see her killing him more than him killing her. So, in short, I'd like you all to leave us alone. We weren't even messing with you anyway. So, huh? What do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I can't allow that. Nothing personal. No, I get it. Yeah. I'ma leave. Email left, flashing me the same carefree smile as always. What the heck is that about? What's going on with those two? Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Kako in a way. I still suspect her heavy, but I can't help but feel bad for her at this current stage because technically she hasn't done anything wrong, and just because I think she's gonna do something wrong doesn't mean she doesn't deserve fair treatment. So I shouldn't go in someone else's room. Wait, did Emo lock her in this room? Wait a minute. Let me see something. He did. He did. I thought I saw that weird. When I first came out of the room, she was in his room. I think he locked her in there. Oh my god, dude. Yo, this guy is crazy. Yo, we gotta watch out. Emo might do something fishy soon. I don't know. Or maybe her. She might just have enough, but I don't think, bro, you won't kill your sibling over something like that, right? So sibling you've known for so long, you wouldn't kill them for something like that, right? I mean, they're family. They have only each other, and that's it. Like, are you really gonna choose your flesh, someone else over your flesh and blood? People you don't even fucking know that you've only known for like barely 100 days? That doesn't make any sense. If Kako is stupid enough to do that, then she deserves whatever's coming to her, because there's no way in hell, no matter how much I dislike what one of my family members says, I would not ever kill them to, like, you know, and choose the side of other people. I never knew. Nope, that's never gonna happen. I think it's silly. What was I saying? The cafeteria was full, like it had been the last few days. Kako and Emo were the only ones missing. Are the twins coming today? Nope. I don't know. Should I go check on them? Nope. I'd offer to do it, but I'm afraid the sight of me so early in the morning would ruin their entire day. Forget his voice. I saw him earlier. He's fine. He says he wants us to leave him and Kako alone for a while. Forever. Little squiggles. Come to think of it, he told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him. Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right? That's exactly what he said. Well, that's just rude. You don't even know what that means, Kyosuke. Accurate though, the walls are awfully thin around here, Kyosuke. I heard you and your sword going at it last night. Oh my god. That's a lie. I was being so careful. No... Kyosuke! No one could have heard me. Oh, that's funny. She got her. Because you can't hear. The walls are soundproof, right? Damn, she just got to admit that. Yeah. You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Exactly. Damn, she got you good. Well, Snot like I'm a... You know, Ema treating us like dirt is anything new. He didn't even treat you like dirt. He said, just leave me alone. That's not treating you like dirt. He just wants some space, bro. I say leave him be. Nothing any of us say is going to convince him to fight anyway. Yeah. He's never isolated himself in Kako like this before. Yes, they have. Though, yeah, I think I'd better ask him about it next time I see him. I think you should just leave him alone. Alright, good luck with that. Yeah, facts. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumo twins, we continued our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. Free time? Alright, I think I need to hang out with someone now. Even if things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to be ready for next attack whenever it does come. Yeah, actually, another thing about it. I didn't finish my thought about, well, okay, so, with this kid, Takumi, right? Like, we all understand. We were kids once, like, or not really kids in this case. We were teenagers once. We've been through romance and love and got our hearts broken and broke hearts ourselves. We've been through all that. So I understand. Like, I was like that once. I thought I knew what love was, which, I mean, I actually did know what love was at some point. But I thought I knew what high school love was. Like, man, I was obsessed with this one girl, Nicole. I really enjoyed her, like her presence and everything. But I wasn't like that crazy about it to the point where I just lose my sense of self. It was more like just a pretty intense infatuation with her. She had a great body and everything, so I was like more into like her looks. She was pretty. She could sing. She She was like the attention. She was like the center of attention for a lot of people. But what really put me away from her is the fact that she was kind of whoring around, and that kind of was like, all right, well, I can't be with someone who isn't faithful. And even if she were to, like, let's say if she were to, never again or like renounce those ways, I still wouldn't accept her at that point, because it's like, well, you're already tainted. You've already soiled what is important about you. What I think men in general find attractive about a lady is just their hard to get nature. Their whole like, okay, well, I'm selling you purity, and if you aren't like that, then I mean, what good are you? I mean, I hate to really put it like that, but it's the truth. That's kind of how guys think. Just like how girls think. Well, if you're not really protecting me, or kind of like showering me with attention, or like doing all this or whatever, like, then why do I want you? If you're not paying attention to me and shit like that, then that's because that's what they're craving. They're craving the attention. So there's a bit of a push back and forth between how you're supposed to act around the opposite sex. As a guy, you're supposed to be aloof. You're supposed to not care. You're supposed to not show the most bare of attention, the most minimum if possible, and that will always keep them interested to keep coming back. It's some ass backwards shit, but it's just how it is. Unfortunately, you gotta treat them like as if they were just not really around. Unfortunately, something I learned in life, and it's actually done me real well. But with guys, though, I mean, women don't really have to do much. They just have to not sleep around. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, it's kind of like we're in the day and age where promiscuity is just so commonplace that it's actually quite sickening, to be honest. Yeah, okay. The same conversation. Yeah, the promiscuity levels of today's day have reached a very staggering degree that I feel sorry for whoever's in this gen. I mean, my time is gone, basically. I mean, not really like gone, but like I've become the person I really want to be, and unfortunately, it takes too much resources in today's day to really court a lady properly the way that they want to nowadays, and it's just a pain in the ass. So the good thing is I still have all the fond memories of the women that I was with in the past. I always have that, and I always remember like some of the good ones, the ones that got away. Man, I remember this girl Angela in college. Man, she was interested in some other person, and she was like dating them or something, but I should have pushed more on that one. She would have been a fantastic wife. I think so. But didn't have the foresight back then to really understand that sometimes it's better to chase a girl. Because sometimes you want to respect the space and respect this, but actually, what works out better is you pushing. No, I mean, if they're married or something, obviously you don't want to do that. But like, if they're like still, if they're like kind of taken, but like if you see something there, why not? Especially if you have more to offer. You know what I'm saying? So the game is to sell yourself, right? Sell yourself and see where you go and see what's compatible. So in that scenario, like, I definitely should have pushed for more. There was definitely a connection. We both more or less liked each other. Should have gone for it. It's a bummer that I didn't. But I hope she's fine. I hope she got with that guy. I mean, at least I hope she did. Hopefully she's doing good. Most likely, yes. I mean, usually chicks don't have a problem with that. Anyway, I almost drowned while practicing the ninja water escape technique in the pool. Excuse me? A sword master's training is always life or death. I cannot let my guard down for even a second. What do I do? I go to the library and just study? I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I'll hang out with the roomie. I don't know. I kind of want. Hold on. What are my stats? Let me check my stats. Check the report card. Let me check real quick. Actually, I didn't check out everyone's report cards yet. The new ones. That is tasty. Oh, tells you how many commander absorptions you have. That's the one she takes automatically. She just takes it from you. I didn't mean to give him this one. I wanted to give it to Takumi, I think. Or Eito, one of the two. Okay, but the first person who's going to get my second absorption is going to be Takumi. I'm going to go all in on Takumi now. Anyway, let's look at my grades. I still have like nothing in terms of mathematics and science and social studies and gym. Maybe I'll read the mathematics book, I guess, or science. Linguistics, I got level 2. I want to get it higher, but I mean, one step at a time, right? Okay, so preferred professional tools. Ooh, question mark food. Professional food. Question mark items. Question mark food. Question mark tools. Question mark ornaments. Cheap items. Professional tools. Professional books. Question mark books. Spider movies. Hashtag art items. Question mark food. Question mark accessories. Okay. Let me see the basic info. So, okay, this guy's 5'5". I got short stacks out here. Likes Horumonyaki. I have no idea what that is. Should I even look that up? This likes Loveless Axe. Hold on. Hey Siri. What is Horumonyaki?
Horumonyaki is a Japanese dish made of grilled pork, beef, and poultry internal organs. This is from Tref.com.
Hold on, let me see. Is that true? She put hormone yaki, so I don't really know if she put that in correctly, but I'm gonna check one more time. Hormone yaki. I'm over here saying what she said. Hormone yaki. Oh yeah, that's pretty nasty. It says a Japanese dish consisting of grilled offal, which is basically internal organs, of beef or pork, often served with sweet and savory sauce. The name horumon is derived from the Greek word for hormone, with the intended meaning of stimulation. Horumonyaki is considered a stamina-building food. Really? Horumonyaki is a popular dish in Japan, particularly in cities like Osaka and Nagoya. The offal used in horumonyaki can include various parts of a cow pig, such as the heart, stomach, intestines, and liver. These are typically grilled on a charcoal grill or other type of grill and served with a sauce that may include soy sauce, mirin, and other spices. Wow. That's not a good food for me. I don't like it. I will never eat internal organ of any animal. That's especially not, well, I'm not part of my religious views, but I also just find it kind of gross. But anyway, pretty interesting. He dislikes Loveless Axe. I think he's mentioned that before. Like he doesn't like people doing things out of no reason. Okay, so she's 5'4", weighs how many pounds? 106, 115. This guy's really thin. Height 5'3", 101 pounds. Libra, world domination she likes. Dislikes peonies, roses, and camellias. I suppose those are flowers. Is she allergic? Okay. Nozomi likes rolled eggs, dislikes hospitals. We know that about her. She's 5'7", about 110 pounds. She seems to be a little bit taller than the rest of the characters there. She might be older than they are, actually, because she's a little taller. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but okay, that dark damn places. Community store tonight. Okay, we saw all the other ones at this point though, so we saw everyone else. Nothing else has changed, right? So yeah. Life sims? Is that? Yeah. Radio exercises. Dislike subtlety. Studying. Dislike studying. Well, I'm gonna make you study. Actually, let's go to the library, or I can hang out with the room. But to the library. This is where we'll go. Spend our time here learning about great things, such as mathematics and science. Whoops, Excuse me. Alright. Oh my god, I hate when I do this crap. So, let's go to reading area. Read a book and study. Yep. I'll read about math. Read the probability theory and fate. Ooh. That sounds good. I'll try reading this book today. Probability theory and fate. In the world of pure physics, events dictated only by probability theory are determined. Even if you make the right decision, no matter how hard you work. Remember, I used to tutor physics when I was a little younger. I was in college, tutoring like college physics. I think I did up to physics 3. I never finished the physics thing. I didn't go to physics 4 or anything like that. But remember, I was learning for aerospace engineering, and I never finished that program though. It's really expensive. But I remember physics. Physics was pretty challenging at first, but eventually it started making sense. I was like, oh shit, this is pretty good. If the gods make a bad roll of the dice, everything will be for nothing. The world is not fair. Most things are beyond the control of human will. Now you're not talking about physics, you're talking about philosophy here. However, that's no reason to throw it all away. If you remain undaunted by cruel fate and never give up, you will surely be blessed with the greatest roll of all one day. The D20. The 20 on the D20, yeah. The dice rolling gods only smile at those who fight against unreasonable rolls. What does this have anything to do with physics? So don't let unreasonable fate win. Huh? Oh, right, there was another part of it which is talking about fate, right? So don't let unreasonable fate win, huh? Those are words I can take to heart. I mean, in theory, if you had enough understanding and control, you could actually plan out your roll. Suppose you knew every possible angle that would be calculated from your throw, knowing the strength, the power that would go behind it, and the angles in which it will hit the floor at, the precise measurements. If you knew all of that, you could actually determine your fate. You could probably even choose what to roll. I mean, that could be physics related. I mean, that'd be pretty incredible. Maybe a fourth dimensional being could do something like that. We can't. Anyway, so don't let unreasonable fate win, huh? Those are words I can take to heart. Yeah. Reading this book increase your calculation by 5. Yeah, calculations. That sounds pretty good. I like my calculations. Does sleeping do anything for me? Like, I know it like passes the time, but does it actually give me any tangible benefits? Okay. I can talk to Goku. I could talk to Tsubasa. I think I'm gonna talk to Tsubasa actually. Let's talk to the best girl. Okay, save. Just in case I mess something up. I don't know. Let's do this. No, I keep doing it. I keep leaving and man. Alright, Tsubasa. What's with this pose you got? Like, I don't know, it looks cool. Like if you were out in the mountainside on with the wind blowing, it looked pretty cool. I can't make some sanitizer wipes with the Gift-O-Matic. Oh. And also a mop and a bucket and rubber gloves in a plastic bag. So a whole cleaning kit. You threw up somewhere. Yeah. So basically a set of cleaning supplies. Are you doing some tidying up? No, she's cleaning up some puke you threw up, bro. Yeah, it's been a while, so I got it everywhere. Got what everywhere? Bro, talk to me. Come on, man. Even listen, are you slow? Come on, you know about my condition. Facts. Rest, you must have puked for some reason. You mad slow, dude. I know she can't help it because of her condition, but it's gotta suck to have to do all that cleaning whenever she gets sick. Yeah, it does. Your experience unlocked the keyword #clean. Alright. Technology went up by 6. Yo, let's go. Who knew cleaning was technology? Eddie soldiers.
Eddie soldiers. Well then.
Okay, cool. Let's see, about 10 o'clock, got about an hour. Looks like I made it through another day. I get the feeling things won't stay this peaceful for much longer. Peaceful for much longer. I looked up, suddenly startled out of my thoughts. Something had really happened, but I sensed something. Uh-oh. Day 50 is incoming. Is that Ghost Boy gonna show up again? Was it my imagination, or was there someone just outside my door? Oh. How did he know that? Who is it? Uh-oh. We're getting scared. Guys, we're getting scared again. Oh my god. Okay, I was telling you something might happen on day 50. Nah, I think I'm gonna just sleep. Dude, lock your door, please. And just don't. It's freaking Ato. I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell. But when I got outside, it's either gonna be Ato, or it's gonna be that bitch Nozomi, or it's gonna be the ghost. It's raining again. Oh, the ghost kid's coming back. Ghost kid's coming back. There's nobody there. I guess I was just imagining it. If I felt so sure though. Oh, and it's raining too. It's already coming down hard. Look at that. Raindrops were pelting the rooftop all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it.
Maybe not. He's gonna turn around. It's gonna be Pyramid Head behind him.
Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. No, hold on though. Maybe they are on Earth then, because that's a good point. You brought up the rain, because it wouldn't rain on Mars, for example, right? Because I'm still thinking they might be on Mars or some crap. And it wouldn't rain on the moon, right? The concept of water wouldn't just, you know, like they have to be on Earth. They might actually be on Earth. I might have to take back my theory because I was so convinced that they were on a different planet. But at this stage, if it is raining, I mean, it could only really be Earth, right? But if they are supposed to be on the ground, then how is it raining? You know what I mean? Unless they found a way to simulate rain. I don't know. Or it could not even be Mars. It could be a whole different planet that's similar to Earth that has rain. I mean, that's another possibility too, so I'm not sure yet. Well, it's got a moon though. That big rock again. Weird. Looks bigger than it was before. Uh-oh. So we really are on Earth then. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain. Wait a minute. Wait. It was bigger than it was before, but has it continuously gotten bigger? Because that's a big deal. Has it gotten smaller at any point? Or has it only gotten bigger since you first came here and it hasn't retracted in its size? Because if that's the case, we're talking about something pretty serious here. A potential collision of sorts? Or what are we, FF9 now? Alright, anyway.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
And the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. It's amore.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
Damn it. Okay. I guess that must be the moon. The one Karura wanted to see so badly. I wonder if Nozomi is like also looking at the same moon. Oh shit! Oh, that startled me.
It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface.
Yo, hold on, that's no fucking moon. Yo, is that... I'm thinking of a couple things. The Almighty, Death Star, what's the name of it? Kagasuchi, basically any kind of ball of light boss in an RPG game. It's what this shit is, the Disco Ball of Death. Yeah, basically the Death Star. I mean, looks like a satellite, right? Like a Sentry satellite or something like that. Or some kind of drone to, like, I don't know, capture data perhaps? Is this thing like watching this?
What's
Yo,
that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
this guy's dumb, bro. That's not a moon. That's the ... Oh shit! There he comes again. Oh, we kind of heard his voice a little bit, didn't we? We heard it. Last time we couldn't hear his voice. It's like, that's the something, something, something.
You again? When did you...
It's trying to tell me something. Just like before, I still can hear it think, dude, there's gonna be another killing. Part of my theory is that every time this guy shows up, somebody dies. Yo, was I right? Is Kako really gonna kill her brother? Bro, if that happens, I mean...
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time.
Oh, man.
Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing.
Are you stupid, Takumi? This guy's been trying to warn you about what's going on. It's not his fault. He's the precursor. Bro, the premonition is right there. He's letting you know, when I show up, something's about to happen. Pay attention. Also, the shit around his heart. He's got a thing here. He's got a thing all around. Like as if, you know, when you use the hemoanima, no, the infusers to stab ourselves. He's got that cutout too. I think he was definitely an older student that used to be here. Perhaps. And maybe just like a, not a vengeful spirit, but like a spirit that doesn't have enough, like it's not, they weren't, their story wasn't resolved and they're trying to like get closure perhaps. Well, hold on though. His hands are like sharp, kind of like a claw or something, like a wild animal has claws. I don't know if that's due to the sharpness of his hand or just like the flaminess of, I don't know, but
You were behind all of it, weren't you? What
like
are you?
he's
One of the
certainly,
commanders?
he might be a commander. He certainly doesn't look like a human. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. He's got the features of a human, but he doesn't look human. It looks like he's like something else, something like more evolved, perhaps. I don't even know if a ghost is
You know
the
what?
right term for him.
Say
Flame
it.
boy.
You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't even think he's really even a ghost boy. I think he's just a flame boy. We used to think he was a ghost boy because that's what Takumi referred to him as, but he has the same flame that doesn't die out, just like the undying flames over there. The ones that are outside of the building. So, I mean, he must be the reason those flames exist. Yo, what if it's like in One Piece? Like you know how they had the concept in One Piece that the boats have an actual spirit or whatever. What if the school has a spirit, right? Like, and this is the spirit of the school trying to warn us, kind of like how they do in One Piece. I forget what they called it in One Piece, the something man. Anyway, just as I lunged forward to grapple with the are you stupid? The dude's on fire. You can get burned, retard. Just as I lunged forward to grapple with the fiery invader. There was a sound like the sky ripping apart and a blinding flash of light. Oh, he's never seen lightning and never heard thunder before. Gah! Oh man, that is a serious warning. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. Yep, that would happen the first time you've ever encountered such things. Oh, my foot came down and slipped around at a weird angle and I lost my balance. Yeah, great. Next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. How? Did you hit your head when you fell down? Fantastic. Day 50. Somebody put us in our room? Up and out of troops!
Time to rise and shine!
Hell yeah.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
5-0.
That's right, folks. You're halfway there. Like a
Yes.
lizard on a chair.
Lizard on a chair.
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard.
Yes.
It's a perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation. I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave
Yeah?
soldiers. I'll give them to you in person. So come find me in the cafeteria.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna be true. How did you hear the announcement? I thought someone took us to our room. That's why we heard it. I came to lie on the cold, hard, almost said ground, surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. Yeah, I've been there. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. Bro, actually, the worst part about sleeping on the floor is when you sleep on your sides and then like your hips are all fucked up, bro. That's the worst, dude. I've been there a lot. But then it all came rushing back. The invader man of Undying Flames appeared again last night. That's right, he attacked me. No, you attacked him. Stupid. What was that weird technique you used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... Uh-oh. Here comes Ato. Here comes the troublemaker. Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Ato. Alright. You best know I'm about to be on my P's and Q's here. Like, I'm watching everyone like a hawk right now. This is a big premonition. I'm not missing it. I'm not going to miss it. I'm studying everyone. I'm analyzing the shit out of everything right now. That was some weather we had last night. Huh? I'd never seen lightning before. How do you know that was lightning? So he was outside. Listen, anything could have happened between now and then. So he was outside, technically speaking. When did you go outside? Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. How are you so knowledgeable on this? You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. No, not true. People have survived this. Actually, most people have lived and died from lightning strikes. This is a fact. Instant death? That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here as long as they did. Fair point. Wait, natural phenomena? What's natural about it? So all that was just, so all that was just natural? It wasn't an attack? But then why did I... Because you lost your balance and hit your head like an idiot. Are you sure you're feeling alright, talking to me? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. No! Oh, I'm super sus of everyone right now, so no. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? You stop this friendship shit right now. I don't trust you, Ato. I'm on to you, man. No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Stop! With a reluctant smile, Ato went on ahead. Yeah. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out until morning? Dude, I just answered this. You idiot, man. How did it happen again? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fire invader. There was a flash of light and loud bang that I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain it. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Foolish fool. That would have left me completely defenseless though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Maybe because he's not an invader. Anyway, another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe keep this one to yourself, mate. They're probably in the cafeteria already. Actually, no. Tell them. Tell them about this. You know what? The more information, the better. For some reason, I have a feeling that like telling them is actually the right move. I'd probably keep it to myself, maybe, but in the end of the day, I'm thinking this game may want us to all cooperate together in order to, well, they said there's 100 endings, right? Maybe the real ending is all of us really cooperate, because I know not all of us are gonna live, and not all of us are gonna die. Oh, I don't know about that, the latter, but it is possible that maybe different paths will include different choices, and maybe we can actually like change certain events. Like, let's see, like for example, Hiroku's disappearance. Maybe we can like learn more about that, like on a different playthrough. What's a black fire extinguisher? And from there, we can, I don't know, do something about it. You know, warn her, do whatever, or even stop whatever's happening from happening. That would be pretty awesome, but unfortunately, I don't know. I do assume that time travel will be at play here. Because I mean, we're on day 50 and there's like been no real reason for a path change. So I don't know if there's really 100 endings, and I don't see it. I don't see it where we could possibly do a shift. But we'll find out. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing a new area that had opened up. The courtyard, right? Yeah, so it looks pretty nice, huh? Yes, a little on the plain side. Yes, a little on the plain side, but I like it. I like that it's got a ton of space. Why are there cages there, though? I didn't see any animals. Okay. With cages that big, we can keep an invader or two. It'd make it nice and comfy for them. Oh. I never would have thought I'd hear Shoma say that. Invaders are enemies, not pets. That's really sus. Soma just said that. I said Soma. Whatever. Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Yes, that's right. Give her her flowers, bro. Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lies. Everything is lies. Oh, foreshadowing? There's not much we can do about it. Sierra isn't here anymore. Dude, our roommate might just kill someone. She's had enough of this. Listen, she's had enough. Hey, what do you think he was going to give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless, it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, or another measure of brainwash. A new set of torture instruments? Cowers with bombs on them? Oh, we are some 999 out here. You two are the only ones who want something like that. Oh no, the collars with bombs. What was it in Virtual's Last War? It was like, I think it was collars, but like they had drugs. Like they injected you with like Soprol Beta or something, and the other one was ataraxia. No, that's still wrong. There was some other drug that like once it stopped your breathing, then it stopped your heart or something like that. It's pretty crazy. So I mean, kind of like a little nod to that scenario. It's like a mixture of 999 and VLR, because the collars, right? I think it was the collars. Oh no, hold on. I think it was the bombs. I don't remember, but I know 999 had the bombs and VLR had the drugs. Anyway, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck, I missed out on getting it. You wish. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah.
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring siren. My goodness, it's not the time. We haven't even eaten our food. The alarm! All personnel, get ready to fight. The invaders are back already?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Hell yeah, baby.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Hold on. Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. They're starting to get more frequent. Day 50 after all. No fair, spring another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurl. Just sit this one out, girl. No matter how many times I hear this siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Nope, it doesn't. It stresses the player out too, trust me. Let's go, Nanashi. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Yeah. Come, unwashed masses, to the war room. I don't know why. I read that as unwashed asses. Goodness gracious. Okay. Right, let's do it. Oh, Shoma's really getting pumped up. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. What's Ima and Kako up to? Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders. Defend the school. Save mankind. Brainwash propaganda. Not now. Now's the perfect time to eat food, bro. Come on, dude. Okay, so let me save. I still have about Oh, we got plenty of time. We got 45 minutes left on the clock. Did I save over that? Oh, whatever. I didn't mean to, but not a big deal. It was just day one. So let's go to the war room. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, everyone's here. Hey, let's get out there and kick some ass. I almost lost the voice. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. So there is a security feed. I knew there were cameras. What you mean? Wait. Oh, it's only in this room. That's why I thought there were cameras. Ah, I get it now. I understand why all the confusion I had was for. Now I remember. I remember now. I was so confused. Like, dude, I swore they mentioned cameras in this game. Like, there was a room, or I thought they had cameras, but it's actually just one room with cameras. No, but wait, they all have fucking cameras. Wait a minute. So where the hell are the cameras? Wait a minute. I wasn't wrong. I've got to rethink everything. Oh my god, I gotta throw all my theories out the window. I've gotta rethink everything. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, they do have cameras. I don't know where the hell they are, but they do have cameras. Maybe the monitors have cameras in them. I don't remember if they mentioned that. I could have sworn that they might have. But see, I wasn't wrong to suspect that all the rooms had cameras in them. Man. So wait, someone was watching us and they didn't do anything about it then? Okay, that doesn't change some of the facts. Okay, I'll go over that in a second. Let's just you gotta move pointed to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
They're inside.
Oh, you're right.
They're inside.
Where are the invaders?
Don't tell me that was a false alarm.
The sky.
They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Oh my god.
Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
There's something.
They're giants.
Someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Coming out to face us all
Hiroku?
alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not
Oh,
so
please.
sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get us a closer look.
Do it. Oh yes, hold on. I'm so excited to see what this is. It's probably not even a real intruder. It's probably someone that was in the same boat that Takumi was in earlier when he got like passed out and they found him. Probably something similar to that. Alright, this is getting exciting. Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. Hiroku, please.
A
Who this?
wrestler?
Who this? Is WrestleMania out here?
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
No. Is my theory right? There are other schools out there?
No, that's
Who the
not
hell?
Commander. It's Moko.
That's Moko? Damn, she's huge.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
This could be bad. I'm sus right now. This can change everything. Oh my god, this changes everything. She's come back, but that's gonna tear us apart again. We're not gonna know if we can trust her if she went to the enemy lines and then came back. Nah, that's hella fishy. I wouldn't trust her at all. I wouldn't even let her in.
That's Moko?
No, that's fake. That's the fakest trick in the book. That's the easiest way to get us to come out there. Oh, hell no. This is a big-ass trap, bro. This is a big-ass trap. I see right through it. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. Wait. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Maybe I was like a little, too cautious, I guess. But still, it can still be a trap. She could still be working for the enemy to try and, kind of do. This is the easiest way for the enemy to secure victory from within. The easiest way for us to lose is for, and this is true of any like real organization. Like, for example, in the IT world, since I work in IT, the most dangerous thing to an organization is actually its employees, because the employees are more or less the gatekeepers of whether or not bad actors are going to enter your realm or space, or enter inside of your network. And so if there is even a single person that say clicks on a spam or phishing email that or gives some password access, and it's a person of higher credentials, then yeah, this is that causes a big issue that can basically overturn the entire thing. So it's super important, super imperative that you have multiple layers of security in place for that. So if you can bypass all that, it's essentially like a back door of sorts. So if Moko, we consider her the back door, now the enemy can get inside of the school without even worrying about the wall of fire or the firewall necessarily. Well, I don't know exactly how they get past it unless they go above. Maybe they can do underground. We haven't really explored that option. But even so, that's just having a back door available is super important. Anyway, that's really. I've got to say though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? The one that got brainwashed potentially, or even walked over to the enemy herself? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro, our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. Mojiro. So you stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? No, see, now that's the sus thing about... Okay, so it did play out like I thought. Because why would the invaders stop if it captures someone, right? I mean, unless they were planning... So they must have intelligence on their side. They implanted her with some bullshit. I guess she must have found a way to escape. Not likely. I don't think so. Her by herself? Yeah, I think this is horse shit to the highest caliber. I always knew she'd be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have? What? You're really gonna compare some shitty high schoolers to an actual like war front? Like, what is wrong with you? She couldn't even handle it, bro. She couldn't handle one commander. What do you think she's gonna do against the whole army? No, this is bullshit. It's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. Oh, you think there's a commander disguise in her, like, skin? Yo, that'd be crazy. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though. Yo, bro. Yo, imagine that's how the commanders can get through to just, like, become the person? Yo. Maybe she follows some invaders in. Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, then went through herself. What? So she got through the wall of fire. I thought, wait a minute, I'm lost. I thought we let her in because she was like outside the gate or whatever. She went through the wall of, yo, dog. Nah, that's a big ass deal right there. She went through the fucking thing herself. How? Bro, nah. You gotta kick this bitch out. You gotta kick her out. Oh man, she's a problem. Kill her. But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. No, that's not how it works. You don't just make a hole like that. That's not how it works, right? Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now. No, I don't trust your word. You're full of shit too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. I can come up with plenty of theories right now. What's wrong with you? I can come up with plenty. If Moko's that strong, having her on the team is going to do wonders for our morale. She is not at the level of Hiroko. I'm sorry. Look at me being a Hiroko stan all of a sudden. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long. So you're both idiots. Maybe you both deserve each other. Takumi for keeping believing that she's Kaoru and her believing that her friend was alive. I mean, one or the two ended up being true. We'll see if both ends up being true by the end of the game, but they're both idiots. Yeah. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamu, Kyosuke, and Kurora clearly care about her too. Well, I don't give a shit about her. I want her gone. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Yeah, I'm just going based on what you guys told me. I have no reason to trust this chick. Look, she's opening her eyes. Huh? Oh my god. She's mad pudgy, bro. She's fat. Actually, she kind of looks like Kirijo right here, right? Nozomi from Danganronpa 3. Kirijo, right? Is that her name?
Are you okay?
Yo, guys.
Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
This picture's hilarious. It's a little cute, so.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know?
Do I secretly like Moko based off her look here? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm starting to really like her. Just off this look alone, she looks like a sweetheart.
You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
Dude, the way she just... I know that voice. But also, that assumption she just made? Bro.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
You're not going to acknowledge what she just said? Alright.
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary.
Yeah,
because
fat.
I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue.
The breathing. Yeah, but you know what I mean? The word fat! No, I'm just playing. Sometimes I gotta channel my inner Scott Steiner, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all this fatigue is really
he's fat!
to me, though.
This fat son of a bitch! Oh, this teaser's on me, though. Nah, she needs to sleep.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
Lol. Yeah, she knows the meaning of that word just fine. What a last nonsensical murmur about her skin. Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. Murmur, bro? Yeah? Who uses that word? I haven't heard that word in 8 eons. She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely. At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. Damn. I don't want to trust. I don't want to trust. I like her, but I don't want to trust. You're making this real hard on me, game. How can I not love the lovable, plushable, like, big cuddly characters? How can I not? Those are some of my favorites. Damn it. You're really playing with me, huh? You're thinking just because I like her and she's adorable means that I'm gonna just forget that she came from the enemy sides? No. Nay, I say. You won't trick me with this. You won't. You won't! Anyway, also, Kaiser, yo, welcome to chat. What's up, bro? And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. Isn't this my room? She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. Right. Whose room? Oh, this is the empty room. This is the, Yes, I had a feeling. Okay. Moko's room now? Well, now we have our 16 characters in. Yeah, after you. You leave the room first. I'm gonna kick her out and lock the room. And then I'll kill her. No, just fucking... Nah, I wouldn't actually do that. Everything's purple in this room. I like it. Nice purpley feel. It's great. It's not blue like in our room. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Actually, are all the chicks' rooms purple, or is it just this one? Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. Actually, that's the same color as the flames. This is such a load off my mind. Okay, so I bet you she's gonna feel so good now. I can hardly believe Moko found a way back, own way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. Actually, I'm surprised because she knew exactly which school to go to. So what? Did she go to the other school and like figure out that it was no longer there and just came over here? How did she find us? A lot of questions I have. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Easy? Imagine the journey she went through. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured, what exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did just skim over it before. Yep, you did. Yep. Oh boy. When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she'd always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her that we learned how to work as a real team. You know, we never have made it this far if it weren't for her. Okay, so she's the actual good leader of this game.
Huh?
Finally. I wish we had someone like that here. Well, we kind of did, but she wasn't the right leader for us. She was the right leader for this group. Moko probably would have been the better leader for us. But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle and then some. Well, I mean, that's a lot of weight we're pulling. We're talking truthfully here. We see the report card. Wow, she is big, girl. Jeez. Alright, 6'2". Well, she's almost as tall as me. Not quite as tall, but almost. She's 198 pounds. That's pretty hefty for a girl. Still not as heavy as I am. Her birthday's on Valentine. That's funny. And this is an Aquarius. Excellent. She likes flashy finishers and dislikes backstage politicking. Okay, fair enough. No one really likes that. Excuse me. Although that's funny, she should like that if she's really into wrestling. I mean, I'm gonna give us. Yeah, I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call out the WW. Yeah, I'm gonna call it out. The wrestling world. I'm definitely calling it out. All that backstage, politics that plays in between the matches and all that. That's like every fan's dream, really. Just every fan really likes that, honestly. Well, she likes hashtag tools, # tools. Yeah, pretty cool. Dang, she really is a big girl. She's got a lot of muscle. Like, she's actually quite strong. She's like, she kind of reminds me of Thawk a little bit. T-Hawk, for those that don't know. She plowed through the enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. Did she do like a lariat? I want to see it. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train one. Yo, the reference to Final Fantasy VI, the salmon suplex on the Doom train. Yo, let's go, bro. That's a great reference right there. Shout outs to this game for that. She used wrestling moves on invaders. That is amazing. Hell yeah, that's epic. But then on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. Yeah, because that thing cheated. That thing had mental powers that could actually control your psyche and all that. So that's pretty strong. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy and they executed it perfectly. Yep. Like I said, they actually have intelligence, these invaders. So we're not fighting just regular scrawny punks. I mean, this is a war after all. What kind of strategy? They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. Good strat. Like a good little I forget what they call that, but it's a nice little a bit of a battle of attrition of sorts. Just kind of tire out their resources and pick them apart one by one. We were still near the fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead.
Damn, all dead. Damn, look at Kyoshika, man. She's bit it real bad. Dude, her fucking legs twisted. Kurara's. Jeez. Damn, that's crazy. That looks pretty painful. I don't know what happened to him, but he's just bleeding everywhere.
Even worse. A stray shot put our Revival-Matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Oh, it's going exactly how I thought it would go.
Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But
Damn.
I
School's
have
cooked.
my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school.
Right.
Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
Crazy.
She took them all on. Alone.
That's wild.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
Well, I don't know if it was the adrenaline or latent powers or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and throw him to safety. Probably adrenaline. Probably a mixture of all the you listed. And after that, though, she barely had any energy left, and that's when they captured her. Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. Yeah, by that time, they already left. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. Okay. So it didn't go exactly how I thought it would go. Like, they actually did manage to overpower them, and she's not like she went with the enemy of her own volition. She essentially sacrificed herself to make the exchange of, hope for Nigo to be released, and they will take her. And I guess the enemy was okay with just taking her? That tells me the enemy is extremely smart. Because the idea is they could have just taken that school down, but they didn't do that. They instead took one of their own, they took one of the opponents, and see, this is what I don't know. Are they taking her because Moko was strong? Or did they take her for that reason? And they can maybe convert her to their side? Or maybe brainwash, turn them into a sleeper agent of sorts, or instill some kind of mindset, like a hive mind swarm thing. Like, I don't know what their actual plan is, but they definitely did something to her. She didn't just escape on her own; they let her go. And I think the reason why is because they are ready to move on to the next phase of their plan, which is, okay, well, now that we have this character and we've done whatever we needed to this person, let's send them back to the main, I guess they wouldn't know it's the main school, but since the other school was destroyed and it ended up being a dud, they probably already know by now that that was a dud, and now they're sending Moko to this one, knowing this is the primary school because it has the the actual wall of fire. And they're probably like, okay, well, she's gonna be able to get through there, so then we're gonna turn her to a sleeper agent so she could take on all the people that are there, and then we'll kind of strike afterwards. They're doing essentially the same thing they just described here, which is like picking them off one by one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. So they kept us busy. The main force on the north side of the school grounds was sending out strike teams to isolate the enemies one by one. That's what they're doing here again. They're using the same strategy to put Moko into the school to try and take us out one by one, eliminating us slowly from the inside while they attack us from the north, if you will. Like, just any direction, really. So this is going to be pretty interesting how this plays out, but my main suspicion is going to go on her for now. Anyway, the enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That commander must have used his brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright. Yes, but also that was part of their plan. They're playing the long game here, because they could have just taken out the school. But they were already content by just taking this person. And I guess the idea is they didn't want to risk, now that we lost Nigo, they know that so the enemy has intelligence about who those people are, like Sire and Nigo. They know that they're responsible for the revival of Maddox. Somehow they know that. So once Nigo got out, they're like, okay, we're not going to risk losing Moko, that they will take her back, so we're just going to leave. That's very interesting. The enemy has intelligence. But that doesn't explain why they sent that big-ass dude, the level 99 Freakazoid, over to the secondary school. Unless they, wanted to make a statement. They just wanted to, I don't know what the whole point of that was. I don't know. But It's really interesting either way. Seeing her again, I can't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own, she's so amazing. All right, stop getting wet over this shit here. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me though. How did she escape and how did she find us? Right, these are the right questions to be asking. I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. I think we should observe. Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. And that was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Up and out of troops!
Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 51st day! Prepare to spend a night. Be ready to give you...
I love it. I love this guy. My bad, yo. First things first, you should go to the cafeteria and see how everyone's doing. Hold on.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
It's the best. It's literally the best. Alright. The cafeteria. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. Who's here? Why are you outside of my room? That's bizarre. He's never been out here. What are you doing out here, dude? Is it just like someone's always out there? Dude, this is hella sus. Why would you have her contained in your room, dog? She has a room. What's up? Yo, what is happening? It's not my business, but yo, bro, like what the hell? He must have had Kako in his room for like a week now. Well, let me not exaggerate. Several days. Hey, sup, Takumi? You pumped to start a new day? Another day defending humanity's future. I'm totally ready to go. Heck, I always gotten fired up about helping people. It just ain't right to sit on the sidelines. We can make things better, you know? Appearances really can be deceiving. When I first met Takamaro, he seemed like a common street thug. But he's actually just a really nice guy, I think, yeah? I mean, he's all talk, like I said. All talk. All bark. No action. Okay. Weird. Hey, Shoma, what are you doing over here? Let's see what you're up to. Doing some sus shit? Nope. That sound is crazy. Hello, Takumi. Say, have you been to the courtyard yet? If you haven't, it's worth taking a look around it. The plants are really well maintained, and there are even animal pens there. There's no animals in them right now, but they look like they'd be a nice place to live. And and they're big enough that you could even fit a person inside. But maybe you've seen them already. If that's the case, just ignore me. I'm sorry for being such an insufferable Butinsky. What the hell? What? I haven't actually been to the courtyard. I kind of want to take a look now. Where even is the courtyard? Oh, it's right there, dude. Duh. Why didn't I go here? I don't think the store let me go here yet. Wow. Oh, it's lovely. Look at this place. This place is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Danger. Danger. Oh, Robinson. Where's the courtyard? It's an actual bed in prison. Are those cages over there? Are we meant to keep animals there? Probably meant to keep like people that are acting up in here. Like if Nagito were in this game, we'd put him right in this cell. They're too big for rabbits or guinea pigs. They actually look human-sized. Yeah, they do. The gaps between the bars are pretty narrow. There's not even enough space to reach a hand through. You sure? Because Shoma could probably reach his hand through. There's a notice here. Let's see. These cages are fitted with electromagnetic wave generators that can be used to disable prisoners' powers and abilities. What? Oh, we would have put Hiroku in here real fast. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Wait. Is it possible that people had access to this room before it was unlocked? Like whoever killed Hiroku, or potentially killed her, could they have put her in this room, do you think? And drained her of her powers, and that's how they were able to beat her? I'm starting to get real suspicious, and I doubt the same thing will happen to C-Ray. He knows all this, so you wouldn't catch him dead in here. But Hiroku, I don't know, maybe if she didn't read, I don't know. But it's starting to make more sense how someone could have killed her. Someone probably snuck into this place, put her inside this place, and maybe killed her. And then they took her body outside like they did with C-Ray. Anyway, these cages are fitted. Okay. Disable their powers. Does that include Hemo Anima? Why would we need to lock anyone up in here though? In case there's a killer among us? What do you mean? Bro, this is the most interesting room in this game. So, a cock! No, a fucking rooster, gallina. What do you call it? A hen? No, chicken. Whoops. I said every word except what it was. A bunny. What is this? A freaking Resident Evil puzzle? Is it is it the puzzle in Resident Evil 0 with the freaking the pecking order? Animal pen. No one's going to use this to host a Last of Us kind of rated. Okay. Does this mean I can go inside? No, I still can't. Why would you even want to? Does this water get recycled? Does it get filtered for hygiene reasons? Well, newsflash, all water is recycled. Okay, so does this mean I can go inside? No, I still can't. It says danger. Darumi got excited the other day when looking at this cage. He's the last person we should hand the key over to. Really? I didn't hear any discussion about this. This is the first time you're bringing this up. You lying? Does this mean I can go inside? No. Okay, well that was certainly an interesting experience. Oh my. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's try to do some actual story here. See if we can talk to the new girl, Moko. She ain't here. Kakunima weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I expected that, but Zombie was missing too. She's probably talking to her friend. Are those peculiar siblings still SQing our company? Seems like it. They're spending all of their time in Ima's room. I'm starting to worry about them. What could they be doing in there all day? Uh-oh. You said it, not me. Probably something cliche and mundane like planning a suicide pact. Yes! That'd be cool, but no. There's nothing mundane about that. I mean, it wouldn't really be cool. Brother and sister alone together? Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. Don't even go there. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? No. Stay classy, Tsubasa. Don't even think about these things. Who needs them? No point worrying too much. I haven't seen the zombie this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Alright, Stalker, you watching everyone now? Huh. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? Who gives a shit? What do you know? I wasn't... you're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. Read this fist in your face. You want to get up close and personal with a zombie, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last? Yikes.
Hey!
Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. Young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger? Ooh, that's fun. That's a fun line. Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. You can't just throw your life away at the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Man, these two are freaking tapped in the head, bro. Yo, this dude is cracked. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. You got a hand in you. If you take out all that serial killer crap, that almost sounds like good advice. Yeah, no kidding, bro. Yeah, honestly. How is Moko doing? Even at the state she was in, I didn't think she'd stay unconscious for this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way? Fair point.
Huh?
Surely you jest. Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We can never willingly harm her. What's the real harm? Just kill her and bring her back.
Ah.
Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target. Well, I understand his position, but wouldn't it be better that way? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, in a world where you have infinite lives, I mean, you could probably find a good, easy way to kill her. You know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the cracked one. Actually, I mean, I'm the one tapped in the head. That was pretty sus, right? I don't know. Listen, that's just the kind of world that they live in. Do you guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat. You got a weak stomach. It's a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms for the time being. Or, sorry, the facateria, as I called it that one time. So Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be so worried. This guy's only thinks about her. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can be for the next attack. Okay, it's got about 8 minutes left. I'm really tired. Like, really tired. But I will attempt to do some easy free time. Things that are quick and easy. Who can I speak to? I don't want to speak to Kurara, man. Shit. Okay. Well, time to read at the library. We'll read some more mathematics. Simple mathematics. Alright. Read this book again. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. Finishing this book increase your calculation by 10. Oh, that's it? Alright, let's read more books. Or let's see who's available. Okay. Oh, several people are available, looks like. Oh, Shoma. Time to get some Shoma points. Oh, Gaku. Oh, man, this is good. I'll try Shoma. I actually wanted to hit up Shoma for some conversation. Or maybe I could just hit up a gift for Shoma. I don't know. Which one's better, you think? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I'll try a gift. I haven't made a gift in a while, so... Oh, you know what I also haven't done? I haven't upped my levels and shit in a while. Let's do that. Where is that at? It's in the... No, it's in the training room. My bad. What's she doing? What is she doing here? I love her little like mannerisms. Talking to me, come play a game with me. So tempting. I'm so tempted. I want to play games with you, Darumi, but I had to stay focused on the bigger picture here. Getting more points. Getting everyone's levels up in joints. / level 4. I'm thinking I was going to... Ooh, Rescue Bullet level 2. Gives us more voltage. Let's do that. I don't know how good Paralyzed Bullet is, though. Oh, Math level 2 is needed. Okay, good. Voltage. Fire Bullet that paralyzes enemies, inflicts stun on the target. That's still really good. I mean, Aggression Signal. I don't think I'm going to use this kit very much. I could learn Counter-Strike, though. That's for sure. Learn Omega Punch. Yeah, why not? Teach him an actual attack move. Because he doesn't have any. Besides his, like, super or whatever. Right, early Strike. Last Yell. Since I'm gonna be using healers more, I think I'm gonna teach her some stuff. Is this even worth it? Learn the unyielding spirit. I think that's a waste on her, to be honest. Yeah. I kind of wasted all my shit, bro. Out of my way. On the side. Judge. I still need mathematics, so, like, I mean, all of that stuff is fine. You know what? I do need mathematics, so I said I'm gonna go back to the library. Forget Shoma. I'm sorry, man. We'll go to the library and read more math. I need more math points, skills. I'll try reading this book today. Mathematical Happiness Theory. What kind of theory is that? There's a, like, I was gonna point this out earlier, but it's like, no, like, don't go over there. This is the 18+ section. What are those books? Can I see those? An individual who repeatedly conducts acts of betrayal to monopolize the benefits will most likely find themselves in ruin after everything is said and done. Good. I like that. People who constantly betray should be killed or should be whacked or suffer like that, yes. This isn't a matter of ethics and morality, but a mathematical fact founded on game theory simulations. Really? Let me hear more. If you're reading this and wish to live happily within a group, leading them to a happy ending. Oh, they're talking to me, the player, about the game. You must never sully your hands with betrayal. The only thing waiting for you is loneliness and ruin. Is that a hint at something? Hold on. Are they saying I'm gonna have a choice and I can betray someone or choose the loyal path? Ooh, that's gonna get juicy if that's the case. That's a good foreshadow if that's the case. Don't sully your hands with betrayal. Keep those words in mind. Yeah, that's confirmation for me. Alright, we'll have to keep that in mind. As much as we want to, do not choose betrayal. That's what this is telling me. That's the path to a happy ending? But what if I betray that? What if I go the opposite? Then what? I kind of want to see where it goes down, but I do want those happy endings, so I prefer the darker ones, but at the same time, you don't get a sense of fullness and completion and closure, right? Without the full goodness. Reading this book increase your analysis by 5.
Heady soldiers.
No,
You never know when the invaders might will then.
Oh, nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Mocha showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. The flame boy. He's no longer the ghost boy. I'm convinced of that now. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. Dude, just forget about it. You're never going to find him. Like, he always comes to you. He's too stupid to figure it out, man. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was late and I needed to get some sleep. We'll do one more day. We'll do one more day.
Up
out of troops!
Time to rise and shine!
Oh man, this guy gives me the energy I need for that day.
Get ready for your 52nd day of active service here.
Day!
At last, prepare to spend another day. Be ready to give your life to...
Let's see, right? Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. And there's gonna be, I'm gonna call a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Gaku's gonna start some shit. Ima's gonna start some shit. The usual suspects. Never mind, she's in her room. Okay, this bitch being sus again, being outside of our room. Okay, no, she's not outside our room. She's still out here. Mocha's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. She's been sedated with some crazy drugs. Why is she so out of it? I do propose we probably kill her, and bring her back. Because the reason why I say this, and I'm not trying to be cruel, is because if there is any implantation of some kind of weird sleeper agent bullshit, then if you kill her and restore her back to her original self with the help of the Revival-Matic, it should eliminate all traces of things that would not be her, right? That's my rationale, at least, for this. Don't know if that's how it works, but it's certainly worth to try. It's worth a try for sure. I can't help but worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know, I came back to change and freshen up, but I should be getting back to Moko now. You look the same as always. What did you change and freshen up to? The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is gonna feel. I hope she wakes up soon. Dude, stop white knighting, man. Like, he just simps. Well, maybe not white knighting, but stop simping. This simpish behavior is really getting on my nerves. Alright, let's see. Let me go to the defense room first. I'm gonna, every now and again, I'll come back and check up on this room, make sure nothing's going on here. Kind of now want to start exploring all the weird spots, so like the courtyard. Maybe make sure nothing's out of order here. Does this? Getting locked in one of these for days on end, I shouldn't even think about it. I don't know. What were those like cupids? I wanted to ask earlier. Those like Monokuma cupids? I mean, like kind of, maybe they're throwing like little knots of Monokuma here and there. Like I think even Shoma's like Gundam even has kind of like a bear design, like it were like some kind of knot of Monokuma. Okay, so they're out, and Kako's raising some hell. Hold on. If I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria. I had a feeling something was going to happen. But I thought it'd be because of Moko, not because of Kako.
I told you! I've had enough!
Oh, shit, bro. Oh. That's okay. All siblings fight. Look at her eyes. Kako and Ima? They're actually here today? What's going on? They're ready to meet inside. Okay. First, it disappeared for days on end, and now they're getting all dramatic. I think I liked it better the way it was before. What's going on with those two? I've got a bad feeling about this. Now things are getting interesting. And now things are getting interesting. Tatakako, you see what I mean? Killing game. Yo, it's all happening now. Fight, fight, fight. Eito, what did you do? Kako and Neymar have some kind of disagreement. I've never seen them like this before. No one really has. Is Lady Kako going through a rebellious phase? I well remember when the Holy Jumanji sword got like that. Every time I try to hug her, she sliced me up. What? Excuse me? You mean without the sheath? Are you crazy? Yeah, but looking back on it, she was still endearing in her own way. Are you trying to tell me that the Holy Sword Jumanji is an actual character? Are we supposed to entertain the idea? Imagine that the sword was actually a character that existed in this game. Like, imagine the sword actually was one of the like students or something. How crazy would that be? Like, it actually was treated as its own entity. I mean, obviously that's part of the joke, but what if it were real? You never know. Anyway, let's go see what Mugatsu, what Yugamu thinks. Omoikage? I think you should talk to Kako. This is her moment. I've never seen Kako get so angry before. She's actually pretty scary. Kako and Neymar. Well, it's like... I'm sorry. I'm no good at explaining things. You'd better off asking Kako about it yourself. Ima? That didn't sound good. Hey Kako, what's up? Is something wrong? I can't take it anymore. I'm always doing what my brother tells me, staying in this room all day. I've had enough of it. Uh-oh. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. That's fine. What's wrong with that? The whole point is to survive. What the fuck? Why do you want to do something? I don't want that. I want...
I want to fight too. Just like everyone else.
Awesome. Okay, that's dope. You do? It was about time, but hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
The world that never gave a rat's ass about them. I mean, he's kind of spitting a little bit. What was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? All your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. It sounds like you've been poisoned. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm curious to see where this goes. Why? Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I mean, you just called him brother dearest. I mean, I know you don't want. Oh, damn, that's rough. I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe. They both have different conflicting interests in this case. I mean, Ima only wants to protect his sister. That much is clear. He cares about his sister very much. He doesn't want to see her hurt at all, period. He doesn't want to see her in harm's way. He takes it to an extreme level. But he means well for her and for them, ultimately. But she just has had enough of it. She wants to do things. She wants to enjoy her life.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
Okay, that's not what you say to your brother. Don't call him a coward. He's literally doing this for you. Don't be ungrateful. But at the same time, I get it. A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama gonna go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Shh, don't butt in. They need to work this out between the two of them. She's loving the drama, Tsubasa, clearly. Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight. What a line. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
He's, I want to know what he thinks. Ha ha ha. Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
Holy shit. Oh no. Oh man. Ima. Come along, back to our room. You need a stern talking to. No, please. Please, Kevin. Come along, sister dearest. Do as your dear brother says. Ima grabbed Kako's hand and started dragging her toward the door, but before he can get there, okay, y'all need to like leave this alone. This is between family. This is none of y'all's business. I knew he was gonna say something, Takamaru. That's enough. Give it a rest, man. Takamaru stepped in to block their path. I really don't think you should get involved in the family stuff. I don't think that's anyone's business here. Hey, I don't care if you're her brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her. From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
Oh shit, he must not fucking around. What happened? What happened in the past? There must be a reason he's this way. Maybe she has like a... Maybe she's like not... maybe she's a danger to herself, as he says. Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment, he was reaching into his pocket. Oh, shit! Oh my god, he just stabbed him! Yo, he's not fucking playing, bro. The next he shoves something sharp and then looking to Takemaru's side. Damn. Well, the good thing is they won't die from this, but yo, he literally fucking shanked him. Yo, Ima is not playing. Don't fuck with his sister, dude.
Takemaru! You piece of shit.
The killing game, it begins. Darumi is over here, like, fucking having a spasm, I'll bet.
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything.
He sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh character, doesn't he? Like one of the Egyptian peoples.
Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone. She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty, nothing is too extreme for me.
Wow, he's serious. Takemaru fell to the floor, a red puddle spreading out beneath him. No freaking way! He straight up shivved him! I was about to say that too, actually, last time. There's so much blood! Kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it? Mood for what, bro? Woohoo! The killings have finally started! No, no one's dead yet. Come on, we have to stop the bleeding. Oh, poor Tsubasa. We can use a tablecloth for bandages. Someone help! Tear it to strips. Sorry, I couldn't help with the fate dialogue. But if I touch anything, my total failure pathogens could infect the wound. Never mind that, just do it. Nah. We all crowd around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. Our fallen friend. Yeah, fallen Takemaru, bro. The next FE Heroes banner. Wait a minute, the culprits escaped. Yeah, he's escaped. Dude, like I said, mind your business when it comes to family matters. It is not on you. You could try to be a hero, but you reap what you sow. Right? Do not get involved in family matters and leave that shit up to the family to handle. Huh? Kurara was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takemaru's injury, Ima had disappeared. Of course he disappeared. He's not trying to be here. Didn't you hear him? And you're taking Kako with him?
Hey!
They're both gone. Was anyone watching the door? I mean, were you gonna stop him? You were about to get stabbed. The coward. A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions. Well, nothing's stopping you. Go after him, Koshika. Think you can stop him? Ima's voice actor, Tim Howard, is a new guy. No Yu-Gi-Oh! Wouldn't mind hearing him in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show. No, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying he's from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm saying he sounds like a character that would be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like one of the Egyptian people. Like, he has like kind of that voice. I don't know how to put it. Just look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling. We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takemaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back. We still have to try to save him. Someone help me with his legs. Yeah, he's a tall guy too, so he's the tallest one here. He's probably a lot heavier too. This is where that girl will come in handy, the Moko. We did our best to get Takemaru patched up. Then Eito, Yugamu, Goku, and I carried him back to his room. Yeah, he's got a good voice for Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Oh, he's got a purple room too. What the hell? Look, he's all padded out and shit. He's got the Japanese flag. He's got all these cool like decorations. What the hell? Takemaru, you're boring as shit. You don't even decorate your room. Alright, lowered him down gently.
Huh?
Right. Once we got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Uh-oh. Takemaru's eyes flew open. He immediately tried to get back up. No, you need to take it easy. You've just been stabbed. Like your body's going to go into shock. Ugh. Damn, that dude is ripped, bro. That son of a bitch. Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from fucking limb. Stop moving around. You're gonna make it worse. You need a rest. This is but to scratch. Barely even hurts. Well, you're not fooling anyone. Well, literally what I just said. You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts. Obviously. Bring you back to full health with the Revive-O-Matic's always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Sounds like a good option. Don't give me that. Done in battle's one thing, but I'll be damned. I'm gonna let something like this do me in. Well, I don't know, Takamaru. This is another one to add to your collection of scars. What do you think? Actually, can the Revive-O-Matic cure scars? Of course. Death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we do have the option of bringing people back.
Hey!
In that case, you have to stay here and rest until your wound's healed. Don't tell me what to do! Bitch, don't tell me what to do! I can get up, just go. See, what did I tell you? Damn it. Oh shit. Damn it, I'll get that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takamaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go past any vigilante justice until I'm back on my feet. Huh? Oh, we're doing another duel? You sure? Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I mean, I don't want to get stabbed. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend, bro? Eito, what the hell? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. You guys just don't understand how serious he is about his sister. Like, you don't get it. You should have understood this from the moment you saw him. Damn it all to hell. Damn it all to hell when I get my hands on him. Why did it have to be Takamaru he lashed out at? Things are only going to get worse. Because Takamaru's the one who got in his fucking way, dude. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takamaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Damn, that's an exhausting day. Eventually, he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. What a day. As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition. Now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us, too. Postal even, yeah. Yeah, he's really gone too far this time. What's he thinking? Huh? Yeah, what was he thinking? Huh? What's that? As I look absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. Oh, nope. I see it on the floor. Yeah. What the hell, bro? Paper scrap. Killing games! There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? How did this get there? It's here. Is this some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. My handwriting was rough and messy as it had been written in a hurry. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Interesting. Why me? Why did they ask me for this? Huh? Is this... Yeah, no. I think this is Eito writing this. There's no way. There's absolutely zero way Ima will let Kako out at this point. There's zero chance that he lets this happen. This is most likely Eito sending this message, trying to instigate shit like he always does. Is this his... I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. That's where you're wrong. Wait, do I have a... I don't have a... No, you're wrong. Ah, man, I'm gonna add that next time. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid this under my door. Nope. Nope. Don't see this happening. I don't see it happening at all. Knowing Ima, he probably barricaded the fucking door so she wouldn't leave. And she wants me to get Ima to change his mind? That's quite tall order. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too. Howdy, soldiers.
You never...
Wow, it really is getting late. Must have spent more time with Takamaru than I realized. Alright, time to end the stream too. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. If I'm gonna talk Ima around, I'll need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light troubled sleep. My 52nd day at the Last of Us Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either. I think I have an idea of what might happen here. Up and out of troops!
Get ready for your fifth.
Sorry. Gotta play the whole thing. I'm getting too antsy.
Time to rise and shine!
Absolutely. Let's go, Siri. Spit your shit.
Third day of active service here at Prepare to spend another day.
Alright. I have an idea of what might happen. Damn it! I want to end. I want to end my stream. Okay, let me see. Huh? Who'd be calling on me this early? Alright, fine. We'll do one last scene. Still feeling groggy, I opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and a cheery smile. I had a feeling. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. I had a feeling it was Ima. Okay. Before he beats me to it, because I think he's going to say it this scene, here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to have to barter for the chance to get Kako to fight. So, I have a feeling like Ima's going to be the one character in this game who doesn't actually fight. For some reason, I'm getting that feeling that he's just not going to fight no matter what. I think Kako will fight, but I think he will not. And I think the only way he's going to get us to get Kako on the fighting squad is for us to make a deal with him. Now, I don't know what the deal is going to be, but I imagine it could be something like this. Like, protect my sister at all costs. You be there in the battlefield while I cannot. Something happens to her, I'm going to end your shit. You know, I'm obviously going to kill you. You'll be held responsible. So it could be something like that. Like, he puts all the burden on us or whoever, or maybe even the whole party, the whole, like, entourage. And if something happens to her, well, then gives them all of the free reign to be psychopathic and start killing people. So I'm thinking that's a pretty strong motivation for Kako to start doing things. Well, I imagine. Let's see. Ima? I've come here to stab you. So forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask, are you hiding something from me? Okay.
Yeah.
Hiding something?
Aha.
Perhaps I'm just imagining it. But then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it? Well, be specific. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Can I save? Do I betray? Do I trust? Well, I don't even have the knowledge of what the... I still don't know who the message is from, so I'm not hiding anything. Oh. Really? I just want to be sure I heard you correctly. Are you hiding something from me or not? Obviously not. What the fuck am I hiding? Is it a but thou must? Bro. Talk to me, you pussy. You gonna fold under this shit? I'll kick his ass out of your room. I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. You can verify that's her handwriting or not. I never actually saw her though. She probably just slipped it under the door. That does look like my... Oh, okay. It does like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Oh, really? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, Eito. I'm always fucking blaming Eito for everything. Dude, you know who I am? I'm fucking Red Herring from Scooby-Doo, bro. I'm always saying, yo, Eito. It was Eito. It was Eito. Like how Fred... Like, you know how... No, I'm Fred. Like, you know how Fred's always blaming Red Herring for the fucking crimes? It's like, I know, gang. It was Red Herring. And, like, literally Red Herring was never it. Except for that one time where he actually was the guy. But, yeah, that's me right now, bro. I'm always blaming Eito. I feel bad now. But not really. That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Crunch. Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me and screwed it up into a tight ball. Oh, maybe... Okay, so it's possible that it really wasn't her handwriting. He was just saying that just to get access to the thing and then just tear it up. Which is stupid because it doesn't matter. I read the message. You crunching it up won't do anything. It won't change anything. You're just wasting your energy doing that. Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills if she thinks they work on me. How about... Bro! Oh man, I knew it. I knew they're about to make a deal. Hold on. How about we make a deal? See, because I know these kind of characters, bro. I know this fucking guy's up to something. A deal? If you really need more firepower, I don't mind Okay. So he's gonna join. Okay. Subversion of what I thought. Alright, so maybe it's the opposite. Maybe he will join and she won't join the party. So he'll join as long... Okay, I get the deal now. He will join on the condition that Kako never sees action. Good one. I actually did kind of think about that one, but I thought the other one was more prevalent. What? I do have one condition, though. You have to convince my dear sister not to fight, exactly. Convince Kako?
Huh?
She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people to get her to give up on the silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. What a great plan. Alright? You know, and I was thinking this might have been the route that he really goes with, but I wanted it to go the other way because I wanted to use Kako. I had a plan in my head of like Ima never fighting because he's suspicious about... He's like a sus character that like will do something at the end of the days or something. Like he might reveal a true plot or something like that. That's the feeling I got with Ima. But I guess they went with the more obvious thing, like, okay, well, as long as you convince her not to actually play or fight, then I'll join you based on that condition. That being said, I wonder what his weapon's gonna be. Is it gonna be like a knife? Nah, they already done a knife. A chainsaw or a saw? Yeah, I can see that for him. Because he gives serial killer vibes. Or pokies. A lance? Do we have a lance user yet? He could be a lance or a javelin user or a halberd or a spear. Or he'll be on horseback. Because he's a white knight for his sister. He'll be on horseback and he will use a lance and stab people with it. Yeah. Anyway. He's going to be guided a fierce knight. I like to use the talents. Yes, I read that. If you can do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that? Cross my heart. Well, I'm not feeling super, you know, confident with that response. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, cross my heart. That looks like a foreshadow too. I don't know. Cross? Maybe he uses a cross? Like Simon Belmont? Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs somebody to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you'll come in. Okay. If you can manage that, I'll do it. Ain't enough fighting for the both of us. I respect that, Ima. You know what? I know a lot of people probably give this guy shit. I don't know. I really respect this kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know. Listen, I know the way you're gonna look at me. Yes, he is definitely sus. Yes, he's definitely a little extreme when it comes to his sister. I get it. But I respect the fuck out of what he's doing for her. Like, that's being a real brother. I really, really admire that. Like, that's... Listen, I understand because I'm a brother myself. So I get it. I truly admire what he's doing. And his resolve is very admirable. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. Well, do we have a deal? Deal. Is this? Let me see if this is another butt down must. I don't know. I want to agree with it, but I also want. I don't want to like mess up the situation. Shit. Okay. On another playthrough, I'll hit no, but right now I'll hit yes. Since I do agree with this.
Hey.
All right. I have feelings you're not gonna take no for an answer anyway. Oh, okay. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. I hope I have. I really hope I have. Oh. My dear sister, there's a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us has to get our hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone can see that. I agree. I agree. I don't know if she'd be the better fighter out of the two of you, but that's beside the point. Okay. Just so long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Yes. Yes, you do. Your word means very little right now. Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What do you do then? Such a negative attitude. It ill becomes you, Mr. Sumino. That does happen, though. Maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. Yeah, we'll have to kill you. Or actually, no. I'd rather you do that because I want to see what's down there. What? I mean, I don't know how you're going to do that. There's a whole firewall behind there. So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. Fair. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary. This is the character to look out for. He's dangerous, man. He's super serious about his sister. Ima said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. Are you stupid? You still don't understand the character that Ima is yet? I did know better, though. Behind that smile, he was dead serious. You better. He would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world, that's for sure. Now that that's settled, you should get to work. If you can't talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it'll only complicate matters.
Hey!
And remind me, whose fault is that? Yeah, right. Guilty as charged. Well, good luck. Ima waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So, turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ima. Yeah. It's actually funny. It's like an inverse of the situation. Convince her not to fight. Like the opposite. So I'm going to have to do like an inversion of that strategy to get him to fight. I don't like it, but Ima hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. I like this. I like where he's headed. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. Well, you don't know that. You don't know what she's capable of. I'll have to act like I've accepted her request and turn it around on her once she's opened up to me. Oh, I thought we were gonna like do the opposite. Like she's gonna be all like, oh yeah, let's do this for this and that, and I'm gonna have to keep shooting her down. Kind of a wrong thing to do, but it's for the greater good. Is it though? For the greater good? I'll start by asking the others about her. I don't think it's for the greater good, but I will actually end here. This is a good place to stop the stream. It has been quite enough time passed, so I'm definitely just gonna leave it there. Alright, ladies and gents, it has been a pleasure to be streaming this once again. I'll be back on Wednesday to stream more. Looks like we're finally getting to some deep plot shenanigans here with the inclusion of Moko and now Ima going rogue on us in a sense. So can't wait to see how this unfolds later. I know Takamaru is gonna be pissed. He's gonna want the one-on-one. He's gonna want to run hands. So can't wait to see where that leads. And I can't wait to shoot down Kako and see the disappointed look on her face. And then she's going to target us next time when the killing game really does begin. She's going to remember that we didn't give her a chance to fight. She'll be killing us, stabbing us in the back. So, looking forward to that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, please go over to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, go to my video section. If you do enjoy all the stuff I have, the content, playlists, and the videos, go ahead and sub to my channel if you enjoy that sort of stuff. I do a lot of Let's Plays and just random videos in general. But I will see you guys in the next stream. Again, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 8 p.m. to 11. Hopefully you tune in. I hope to see you there. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. So, without further ado, thanks for watching. It's your boy Atma. Peace out. And keep it styling.